As old grandpa used to say, they ain't nobody in Coffee County because they're all here tonight. This is the biggest crowd I think I've seen at a state high school playoff in years and years and years. Leslie Smith's on the field with the coin toss. Let's go to him. Don't think Liz has got his mic on yet.
Looks like from here Coffee will receive. So we'll get the ball first, and that's something, we haven't seen for the past 2 weeks. Coffee's had to go on defense the past 2 weeks, but now we will get the ball, and all the guys are pumped up.
Go ahead, Liz.
All right, we won the toss, and we elected to receive the ball to start this game off here today. Here we go, guys. This is it.
Wait, let's bring you in right quick. Bulldozer Brown, 24 touchdowns on the year. Hensley, Tyrese has got 11. Anthony Posh got 10. In the reception, McCall. He's one of the top receivers for the Coffee Trojans, and he's really doing well in rushing. Brown has got 164-yard average per game. Hensley's 52, so we know we can run the ball. Sacks. L.G. Polk leads the team with 11 sacks on the season. And in the passing department, Maurice Hensley's got 15 touchdown passes, 70% completion. So he's really improved, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. And we're going to need him to have his best game of his life here tonight.
At the Benz in Atlanta, Georgia, here come the Trojans. The white shirts and the white flags are out tonight. Coffee's in all white. Creekside's on the far sideline in all red with their gold helmets, similar to Florida State's colors. The Coffee cheerleaders have come, and boy, they are waving flags everywhere. I don't know how many each section holds, but we got 5 times more people than Creekside does on the far side of the stadium.
Yeah, 100%. We've absolutely maxed out the middle section, and all the way down to the back end of the end zone. I mean, it's I'd say more than 75% full the whole way.
Coffee will defend the north goal to our left. Creekside will kick off from the south goal to our right. Back deep for the Coffee Trojans is Pat McCall, along with Anthony Polk, 2 studs who play both ways, offense and defense. And the kicker coming up.
Clifford Ayaya.
A-Y-I-I-H. Awaya. He's got the ball teed at the hash mark right in front of the Creekside bench. We're ready to play some football for the state championship. Coffee, Creekside. Family Home Center kickoff is toe meets leather. High, short pooch keek coming down to Polk. Around the 9-yard line, he picks it back up, being swarmed by tacklers up near the 12 or 13 and going to be brought down. Coffee will start deep in their own territory, but we're kind of used to this and used to driving it long. Might be a good thing, eat up some clock.
Yeah, that's right. Anthony Polk just misjudged it a little bit, came in trying to, make a big return and put a stamp on this game early, just overran it, but luckily was able to get back on it and get a few extra yards.
When you look up, you don't see the sky, you see all these television screens.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that affects the viewing of catching a ball. Coffee comes out. We got one wide receiver way out wide of the near side, McCall. Jeff, way out to the far side is going to be James Gerard and Bray Coe. They're going to give it off to Fred Bulldozer Brown. Breaks in behind right guard. Drives up across the 15 to about the 17. A good chunk of real estate by the Bulldozer.
Yeah, good play on first down. Gets ahead of the sticks, and that's a lot of what we're gonna need to see here tonight.
Coe and McCall go out. They give it to Bulldozer again. Breaks off right tackle. Drives out across the 24. Looks like from here maybe close to a first down, but very, very short. Coffee's moving from left to right, north, kind of toward the southwest area. 3 receivers out wide to the right again for the Coffee Trojans. Hensley's in the gun, barks it, gives to Brown, bulldozer, hits a guy or 2, runs up straight up the middle. I think he got enough of the first down. It looks like a good spot from here as they signal timeout, and they'll move the chain. Coffee first down by Fred Bulldozer Brown.
Yeah, didn't get much, but he didn't need much either on that 3rd and inches. Just got enough to get the first down and keep the chains rolling.
He had a guy looking at the replay here on the board on both shoulders, but he just drove him forward. 2 backs in the backfield now for Coffee. Hensley's come in. They give it off to Brown, pull it back. Maurice runs it, keeps it. Maurice at the 40, 45, 50, 40, 30, 15, and he's out of bounds across the way. They may have marked him out back around the 17 or 18 or 19. Now the official marks him out at the 21. Bad spot.
Yeah, a great play call that time, and it's something that we've ran all year. We moved Pat McCall back into the backfield, faked the zone read, and Hensley keeps it around the end, fakes the pitch, and there was no one there to account for him.
Coffey's in a hurry up. Hensley's got Brown behind him. They move McCall in next to the big tackle. Way out wide here is Bray Coe again, but a penalty flag is out. And from where it looks, it's against Coffee, illegal movement.
Yeah, Brady Shook jumped extremely early that time. Not sure what he was looking at because he was on the offensive line that time, which he should have a clear sight to the football.
5-yard penalty before Coffee can get a playoff. They're down right at the red zone, and they get penalized back across the 25. First period, no score. Coffee with the ball, 10:40 to go here in the Benz in Atlanta for the state. Brown, the running back, gets a call again. Left tackle, he's hit. Knocked down right there in the backfield. Boy, they're almost daring us to throw the ball because they're putting everybody in the box.
Well, that time you could tell a run was coming with the splits from the wide receivers. Bray Coe and Patrick McCall outside the numbers, both lined up. So, and we're on the opposite hash. So if you're looking at that from a defensive side of a standpoint, you know they're going to run the football.
4 receivers out, 3 to the right, 1 to the left again. Hensley has it, gives off to Brown. Brown spins off one guy, runs over another, and he's finally hit as he gets up near the 26-yard line for very little gain. Maybe 1.5 yards at the very most. Or Creekside's defense really swarms to the ball.
Yeah, another inside zone trying to work it into the boundary, but they just had us outmatched over there. I think right now they've got 8 or 9 in the box, and that's just too much for Coffee to block.
Coffee's got 4 receivers out. It's 3rd down and long. Hensley's going to roll here to the right, pulls up, pressure coming, and they're going to hit him from behind. He didn't see it coming, and they knock us down. And Coffee's now looking at a 4th down and about 19. Are they going to go for a field goal or leave the offense in and go for it?
Well, this would be a 47-yard field goal. I don't know if Jonas Saylor's got the leg for that. Maybe Gerard does. I think we're going to line up and go for it, though.
Edwards was wide open down at the 5-yard line if he could have got it to him. Gerard comes into the game. He'll go wide out. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 here to the right again. Hensley puts his running back in motion. He's going to come out here and sit. Hensley's in the backfield right by himself. 5 receivers out. Pressure coming. He throws it down the field, overthrows his receiver, and it's going to be incomplete to Bray Coe. And Coffee will give it up on downs after getting down into the red zone. They end up now giving it back to Creekside for their first try of the night offensively.
Yeah, I love the play calling early in that drive, but then you get down here and get backed up with the 1st and 15, and that penalty does, cause a lot of distress. But like I talked about with the splits, you're pretty much photographing what you're going to do on the offensive side, and that's what kind of came back and hurt Coffee there.
They've got 5 receivers out over here on the near side. That looks like too many guys in the backfield to me. Here's a man in motion going back to the far side. That's Terrell. They give it off to that running back, McCrary, and he's going to be hit as he drives up across the 30 to the 35-yard line. He got about 5 yards on the carry right behind his big left tackle, and boy, they are huge on that offensive line. Caleb Holmes weighs 290, 6'3" at left tackle. 2 wide outs here to the left side, 1 to the right again. Their quarterback, Vince Berry, big boy, 6'3", 200-pounder in the gun. No running back near him, so he's got all receivers out. 5 receivers out to receive it. Man in motion going to the right. Berry back to throw. Pressure coming. He dodges them. Going to scramble and run out of bounds up near the 39-yard line. Very close to a first down, but about a yard short.
Yeah, great coverage that time, and Lorenzo Harvey was able to get through and put some pressure. Almost got him down to the ground, but luckily we got him out before the first down. It's going to set up about a long 3rd and 1.
61% completion ratio for Berry, the quarterback. He's got 2 receivers to the right, 2 over here to the left. Now he's going to move his running back in the backfield right behind him in the slot. Coffey's in a 4-man rush. Now they move it up to a 5. They're showing pressure from the quarterback's right. Man in motion. The tight end resets. They give it to the man in motion, but flags are out. And McCreary's going to be hit from behind as they cross the 45 up near the 47-yard line.
Yeah,
2 flags are out.
It's going to be, they had 2 guys in motion. They can do that as long as they get set afterwards. The tight end moved from wide receiver to tight end, got set, but the wide receiver that moved outside of him never got set.
That'll be a big, costly penalty now for the Seminoles. They'll bring it back. 8 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. No score yet. Coffee had a golden opportunity, but gave it up on downs. Creekside trying to move it, but a penalty has killed their drive. It's back now. This is going to bring on, I think, a 3rd down and about 6 maybe. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left again. 5 receivers out. Got a man in motion and another guy jumped, but he's going to try to air it out. Got a guy down there, but he throws it out of bounds, incomplete. Coffee had 2 defenders all over the receiver. The nearest guy to the ball was Anthony Pauck.
Yeah, he sure was. And I think this quarterback is finding out pretty quick just how fast the Coffee defense is. They sent pressure off the edge. Isaiah Johnson from his blind side, he almost got home that time.
That'll bring on a 4th down. Now they will be forced to punt it away as Coffee will drop a single safety back, and it's going to be Tyreek Edwards. He's standing at the 30-yard line of Coffee. The punter's going to be hitting the ball at about his own 21-yard line. Here comes the pressure by Coffee. The punt's up. He gets it away just in time. Low line drive. Edwards lets it hit the ground and bounce out of bounds. Coffee's going to have great field position inside the 35-yard line. No score in the first period. 7:21 to go here at the Benz in Atlanta in the state championship. And Coffee has really packed the house out here tonight.
Yeah, they sure have. And I think that both those drives were, pretty educational, I would say, for the Coffee Trojans. On offense, you realize, you can move the ball on them. You've got to get a little creative with your run schemes. But there was a big success there. And on defense, the back end, as long as they can hold up and get pressure on this quarterback, you can force throws like the one we just saw where he threw it, 3 or 4 or 5 yards out of bounds.
Great Trojan band down below us here, sitting in the end zone area. We're sitting kind of in the end zone on the southwest part of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coffee's going to get the ball now at their own 35-yard line with a 1st and 10 for their second offensive drive of the night. Official timeout as they spotted the ball. Now the officials are talking with each other. Both ball clubs are on each sideline, getting final information from their coaches, respectively, offensively. The line coaches, that's Coach Hall and his staff. The running back coach, the quarterback coach I see down there, and the slot receiver coach, Coach Johnson.
Yeah, and something we're not used to playing, each and every week is the TV timeouts that we have to account for now, with GPB Sports doing the games. Even after just a punt, they go to commercial timeout. So I think that's what we're stuck waiting on here.
They got the Coffee fans on the big screens up in the ceiling, probably 350 feet higher than where we are. Man, this is a big place. Coffee comes out. We got 2 receivers out wide to the left again. Gerard is way out wide. McCall's in the slot. Brown, the running back. Creekside's in a 5-man front. They've been showing pressure with a lot of guys in the box all night, knowing that Coffee is going to run it. They give it off to Brown. Bulldozer comes up the middle, runs over a guy, runs over two, drags another, breaks loose across the 50. He's all the way down to the Creekside 48-yard line. Fred Bulldozer Brown.
Yeah, and see, that time we went back to motion. It gets the attention of the linebackers, gets them out of position a little bit for Fred Brown to make that cutback.
McCall to the right, Gerard over to the left. They give it to Brown. Bulldozer weaves his way through inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. And another Coffee first down. Boy, you can't say enough about that right side. Kyler Smith, Turner blocking there at guard and tackle.
Yeah, again, another cutback, and he's finding a lot of success doing that.
Brown's out, Little Hensley's in. They're going to give it off to Pat McCall. McCall's going to be hit as he gets near the 35-yard line. They had Tyrese Hensley in there along with Pat McCall as the running backs. A lot of speed, but they get 2 on it. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Coffee offense, moving left to right. 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. No score yet. Way out wide is Bray Coe to the left side. McCall's over here to the right. Maurice Hensley puts McCall in motion. Fakes to him, gives off to Tyrese Hensley. Hensley's inside the 35, down to around the 34-yard line. And 2 or 3 red jerseys push him out of bounds.
Yeah, good strong run that time. Just again, too many in the box for the offensive line to account for. Hensley did all he could to get 2 or 3 there.
1 wide out over here to the near side, Gerard. 3 to the far side, the left of Hensley. Hensley's in the gun again with his brother Tyrese as the running back. Still, Creekside's in that 5-2 defense. We've got them really spread out now. They've got no safety over the middle. Hensley's going to call the hard count. Gets the snap, gives off to his brother Tyrese. He hits in there right behind his left guard. And Tico couldn't provide much of a hole because 2 guys were charging in on both his left and right side. They stop Hensley for maybe a yard gain. That's going to bring on 4th down and about 5. Another big 4th down play for the Coffee offense.
Yeah, and again, I think we're going to go for it, and I think that's what that play call was. They had that in mind. You know, it's already 4-down territory. Give it off up the middle, try to get 2 or 3, and then roll the dice on 4th down again.
What that's saying is really banking on your defense
right.
to, protect your backside. Maurice takes the snap, rolls to his left. Pressure coming, he pulls up and throws it, got a man there, and it's going to be a completion down to the 22, and a Coffee first down. Anthony Pauk, the all-everything Coffee athlete.
Yeah, and that's just the best athlete on the field for Coffee, making a play right there. The ball a little high and a little behind him. He goes up and pretty much takes it away from the defender and picks up a huge first down.
This spreading them out has really paid dividends, Wade. We got 3 receivers over here to the right now. Way out wide is Bray Coe. Maurice again gives it off. The running back is going to be hit in the backfield, but drives forward down to the 21 before he's finally brought down. I see a Creekside Seminole lose his helmet, their biggest defensive lineman, and he has to go out of the game for 1 play.
Yeah, and that's the Florida commit, Malachi Beret, I believe is his last name. 3-star going to Florida, or verbally committed, hard committed to Florida.
That signing is going to be next Wednesday, incidentally. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10 for Coffee. McCall's going to come back. We got 2 running backs now. Maurice takes the snap, going to run it himself. The option, cuts inside, got a gap. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Coffee! Maurice Hensley for Family Home Center.
Yeah, I love the play call. Instead of going into the boundary, they had everybody stacked up over there.
Reminds me of old number 2.
We used Fred Brown as the lead block, and once he faked the pitch on the speed option to Pat McCall, it just opened up. And nobody touched him going into the end zone.
Boy, this crowd went crazy. They're on their feet down below. Thousands and thousands and thousands from Coffee County are here. Vester will snap it. Coe will hold it. And here's a kick by Jonah Saylor. And it's right down the pike. Good. All the way to East Point. Coffee 7, Creekside nothing. Timeout for Family Home Center.
Are you looking for some of the best meat processing around? Look no further. Brown Rocket Processing is now processing deer and hog meat. We're open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. We will not be processing any cow until the end of January. Our processing is USDA inspected, and we aim to please. Brown Rocket Processing is located at 1015 Old Coffee Road in Ray, Georgia, past Paul Vineyards, or call 229-468-9263.
Hey everybody, Bruce Purvis here with Tanner Insurance Agency. Everyone loves a great competition, and since 1984, we have been a top competitor in the insurance world by providing South Georgia with great coverage at competitive prices. As third-generation owner, the torch of authentic, caring, and trustworthy service has been passed down year after year. Team up with us today and allow us to help you save money on your home, auto, and business insurance. For all your insurance needs, call Tanner Insurance at 912-422-3272 or visit us online at tannerinsuranceagency.com.
The James Gerard Family Home Center kickoff goes all the way into the end zone for the automatic touchback. There'll be no run back. Creekside will get it at their own 20-yard line. That's what a big leg does for you, doesn't it?
It does. It neutralizes a good returner, and Creekside has a very good returner. So if James Gerard, every time we score, can boot one into the end zone, I think Coffee will take it every time.
Number one defense in the state back out on the field again. Creekside going to try to spread us out. They put a wide receiver, Vickerson, way out wide right. Two over here to the left again. No running back. The quarterback, Vince Berry's in the gun right by himself. All of a sudden we got a timeout being called by Coffee. Timeout on the field. Coffee 7, Creekside nothing. We'll be right back.
Evan and the boys wishes the Coffee High School Football Trojans good luck on the playoffs. If you need any meats for grilling after the game or anytime, see the folks at Broxton Butcher Block. We have several holidays coming up, so if you need anything, just call Evan and the crew at Broxton Butcher Block for beautiful meats and so much more. Broxton Butcher Block is located at 205 Omugee Street in Broxton, or call 912-359-5413.
Miller Pump and Well Drilling has been in business for over 40 years and is closed at their old location. But if you need anything, just call Justin at 912-384-3209. We install residential, commercial, and irrigation deep wells, and we also service all types of pumps. Miller Pump is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Miller Pump and Well Drilling. Call Justin at 912-384-3209 for all your needs.
4 receivers out wide. The running back, McCrary, has come in. Now they bring another running back in, Terrell, and McCrary goes in motion. The quarterback fumbles it. We hit him in the backfield. A long sack on the play back to the 16-yard line. Great defense by the Coffee Trojans.
Yeah, and he better be glad that ball never made it all the way to the ground, because I believe a Coffee defensive lineman would have got to it. First one there was Mikevius Smith, and he came screaming in off the edge unblocked.
They're trying to spread us out and throw it, not try to run it against this strong Coffee defense. 2 receivers out wide to the left again, 1 way out wide right, 2 H-backs. Berry puts the man in motion. The quarterback, he turns around, going to give it to him, trying to run. That's McCrary. McCrary out across the 25, 30, still battling up near the 34-yard line. Coffee finally pulls him down, but it's a Creekside first down.
And Creekside's got a very dynamic offense, a lot of moving parts, something you see at the next level with, Georgia implementing a lot of motion in their offense, and Alabama too. We saw it a lot in the SEC Championship. I don't think they've ran a play without having, at least someone come in motion.
He's got McCrary and Terrell, both his running backs, set with him. The quarterback, Vince Berry, does. 2 receivers, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Got a slot man over here to the left side as well. Coffee's in a 3-man front. Berry puts the man in motion. That's Terrell. Gives that big fullback McCrary. He squirts outside his big left tackle. Coffee hits him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white shirts on him, and they knock him down up near the 38-yard line. He got a good chunk of real estate, but Coffee really pursued and I think saved maybe a long run.
Yeah, I think so. I think Jatavius Williams was the first one to get there, kind of held him up and pushed him back to prevent an even bigger gain on first down.
This may be the biggest offensive line we have played against. Berry in the gun again with 2 running backs nestled to each side of him. He does a hard count. Coffee doesn't jump. Terrell comes in motion, gives to McCrary. Same play. Cuts outside, and we shoestring him up near the 41-yard line.
A great tackle that time by Tyreek Edwards. He came screaming down from that safety spot, and if he doesn't make that shoestring tackle, he's probably hitting his head on the goalpost right now.
2 running backs again, 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left side. Barry, the quarterback, audibilizing at the line of scrimmage. Their big left tackle is moving. No penalty flag. They give it off to McCrary. Breaks the tackle at right side. Drives out across the 50 all the way down to the Coffee 47-yard line and finally down. And another Seminole first down.
Yeah, and what Creekside's really doing a good job of right now is taking advantage of the Coffee aggression from our linebackers. We get downhill really quick and filling in gaps that aren't able to make the tackle.
Coffee leading it 7-0. We're in the dying minutes now of the first quarter. McCrary again, the running back. Terrell comes in motion. Back to throw is Barry, looking long, airing it out, but too long. He threw it 10 yards in front of his intended receiver down near the 10-yard line. We had great coverage on the far side of the stadium on that big wide receiver. And that's our number 1 guy, Kelly.
Yeah, and that's what a good pass rush can do to you. It can make you kind of release the ball before you're ready, and in that case, didn't put near enough air on it to allow his wide receiver to run up under it.
Boy, Jayden Hancock was running toe-to-toe with him, wasn't he?
He sure was.
Same set again, 2 running backs, both of them to the left side of the quarterback. Coffee's defensive line's moving in a little bit. They ride in the belly of McCrary, and he's going to be hit as he zigs outside his right tackle, and I mean really pumped into the ground by a Coffee defender.
Yeah, he sure was. He tried to kind of go over someone laying on the ground, and when he was midair, Jatavius Williams picked him up and placed him on the turf.
I mean, if you draw up a tackle, that's the way you picture it right
Exactly.
there. A forearm tackle by Williams. It's going to be 3rd down and about 9 now for Creekside. Big play for the Coffee defense. 3 wide outs here to the left side, 1 to the right again, 1 running back. That is Terrell, who's got a lot of speed. Back to throw is quarterback Barry. Throws it on a slot receiver over here. He's got it at the 40, inside the 35, all the way down to the Coffee 34-yard line. They slipped Kelly in that little shot. He's got 18 touchdowns on the season. A 5'11", 170-pounder. He's a senior. And now Creekside is getting close to the red zone. Same set again. The clock runs down and runs out. We played a quarter from the bins in Atlanta. Coffee 7, Creekside nothing. Family Home Center timeout.
Kevin and Heather at Carter's Restaurant has 2-piece chicken, white or dark, 3-piece tenders, fried or grilled, livers or gizzards, or a 3-piece wing combo, which includes 1 side and a drink. They also have sandwich combos on cheeseburgers and battered steak, breast or thigh combos with 1 side and a drink. Stop in and see them at 1400 Gaskin Avenue South or call them at 912-384-3562, and they wish you the best in the playoffs.
Having problems with those appliances and needing them repaired, or maybe if there's no repair that can be done and would like to buy a new one, just call Brian Tanner at Tanner Appliances, because they are the experts to see when it comes to buying, selling, and repairing appliances. Tanner Appliances, also known as Bulk Halter Appliances, is located at 455 North Connector Road, Douglas, or call the experts today, 912-384-9742.
Everyone deserves to smile like a champion, and Smile Doctors Orthodontics is here to help you, Trojan fans. Smile Doctors accepts most insurance on customized braces and Invisalign treatment plans with in-office financing and 0% interest, so anyone can get the confident smile they've always wanted. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit SmileDoctors.com today and book your free consult. That's SmileDoctors.com for Smile Doctors Orthodontics, and go Trojans!
When your car is sick, come see the car doctor in South Georgia. Reggie Baby at Reggie's Auto, 1 mile off the Willacoochee Highway on the Esteli Mercer Road. AC problems? You don't have to suffer in the heat. Reggie and the staff at Reggie's Auto can get you ice cold in a hurry. They do alignments, on-vehicle brake lathe machine work, and Ford and GM diagnostic work right there on site. Get your car fixed from beginning to end at your Napa Auto Care Center. Reggie's Auto. Call Reggie Baby at 383-0229 today.
Back here at the bins in Atlanta, the timeout is over. They swap ends of the field now. Creekside will be driving toward the west end zone area from our left to our right, and the ball is going to be spotted at Coffee's 33-yard line. And this is a very, very kind of trivial time right now, you might say, for the offense, as it's going to be a real test here for Coffee's defense. They spread us out again. 2 wideouts here to the right, 1 to the left, 2 running backs. One of them comes in motion and comes out here. Terrell, their speed merchant, resets, so they got 3 receivers to the right. Coffee's got no safety. Terrell goes back in motion. Berry drops to throw, looking, airs it out, throws it down the field, almost intercepted. Coffee got a defender's hands on it, and I think Tyreek Edwards would have had a pick 6.
Yeah, he sure would have. He just took his eyes off the ball, got looking upfield, and it just went right through his hands.
I don't know if you've ever been here, folks at home listening, but they got huge television screens, probably 40 by 40, and they circle the top of the dome. And when you look up, you see nothing but television, and you look up and see yourself if you're a player, because they run the live action play on the big screens. I think Edwards did that, and when he did, the ball went right through his hands. Second down, going to be long again for Creekside. They bring the 2 wideouts from the left side in short. Give off that running back, and we hit him in the backfield and going to drive him back 5 yards. Tremendous sack by Coffee's defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Trojans all over Rod McCrary.
Yeah, an all-out blitz that time. We sent 6, and I think 4 or 5 of them got through and was able to make the tackle.
They actually spot his progress at the 35-yard line, so they get a big break. He was trying to run to his right, and in doing so, Coffee just drove him back. Now it's third down and about 11 and a half yards to go. Big play coming for the Coffee defense again. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left again for the Seminoles. Their quarterback, Vince Berry's in the gun, drops back to throw, looking left, going to air it out. We got defenders down there, a little pushing and shoving, but no penalty. Looked like the receiver pushed Coffee's defender back in toward the field. And guess what he did? Our receiver went over and helped our defender went over and helped the receiver up.
Yeah, great coverage that time. They left Hancock kind of on an island by himself, and he was more than willing to step up and do his job. Great coverage that time. I think if anybody had a shot at it, it was Hancock.
Jaquarius Simpkins was the guy who helped the receiver back up, showing a lot of good sportsmanship. Coffee's got depth at every position. That's the great thing about Coach Coe and his staff. Third down has gone by the wayside. Back to throw it again. They air it out. It's too far back behind the receiver. 5-6 yards. The nearest guy there was Coffee, and Hancock almost had a pick.
Yeah, miscommunication on the route. He had a guy over the top on the corner route, but he kind of threw that like he was throwing an out route to his underneath receiver, and his underneath receiver cut in, so nobody was home.
Seems like the speed is kind of making its way known here tonight.
Yeah, that Coffee pass rush has really stepped up and played a pivotal part early on against this pretty potent Creekside offense.
Offense will come out for Coffee now. Coffee's got the ball at their own 35-yard line. Hansley's in the gun. Bulldozer Brown back into the ball game. Gerard's way out wide. They fake it to McCall, but a penalty flag is out, and a whistle blows. They stop the action.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get away with it. Kyler Smith jumped early on the left side of the offensive line, and actually it was the far referee that threw the flag. I thought we were going to get away with that one.
That'll be a 5-yard mark-off, bringing it back to the 30-yard line. And now Coffee will be looking at 15 yards to go on first down. Second quarter just underway. Coffee leading it 7-0. McCall in motion. They fake to him, giving it off to Brown. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red jerseys all around him, and they stop him before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. We're going to have to use Fred as a decoy, it looks like, tonight.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of creativeness to get him involved in this game. They're pretty much selling out to stop the run. I think this is a great time. You're getting a lot of one-on-one opportunities, especially with the speed of Pat McCall on the edge. I think, maybe a post route over the top. They have no safety help whatsoever.
We just went unbalanced line to the right side. Brown in the backfield again. Simpkins just came in at a blocking position. They give it off to McCall. He breaks 2 or 3 tackles. He's in the open field. Patrick McCall at the 40, He's at the 50, cuts back, 45, 40. He's all the way down to the Creekside 40-yard line. Patrick McCall and a Coffee first down.
Wow, what a run. I don't know how he stayed up, and I'm not really sure. They're looking at it next door on the instant replay screen, and it is very close. I think he stayed up. What a job by Pat McCall. We just talked about his speed, and he shows his strength right there, too, and makes a huge play for the Trojans.
They give it off this time to Fred Bulldozer Brown, right behind the center and the two guards. He goes across the 40, all the way down to the 37-yard line of Creekside. You know, Pat McCall's a great young man. He lives with Coach Mike Coe and his wife, and he's just a great, great human being. And he's turned into a pretty good athlete, to tell you the truth, after coming back from that high ankle sprain. Here comes a man in motion, going to reset. That's Gerard. They give it to Brown again. Fred kind of jittering around a little bit before he jumps in behind the big left guard, Tico Smith, and he gets maybe a yard at the very most on that little dive in there. Now they're going to give him a good spot. He must have spun around and got an extra yard or two right before his knees hit down.
Yeah, this is definitely third and manageable, and kind of in the same position as you were last drive. You're kind of in that we can't kick a field goal and we don't want to punt it, so playbook's wide open here.
Third down, 4.5, two receivers to both sides again. Brown, the running back. They give it to him. Bulldozer drives in there. He's across the 30, and he's got the first down for the Coffee High School Trojans. Great blocking by the offensive line again.
Yeah, that time a fantastic job by the right side of the line. And Glentavius Turner, he pulls around and does a great job. Opened up a big hole for him.
Tyrese Hensley's coming at running back. Brown comes out for a rest. Range Robinson is the blocking back to the right side. Maurice Hensley's in the gun again, waiting for Ruiz's snap. They put McCall in motion, but all of a sudden we got a flag on the far side. Somebody moved.
Yeah, another false start. I'm not sure who it was that time. I was watching the motion at the bottom. Might have been Brady Shook again.
That'll bring it back to about the 29.5-yard line. Coffee will have a first down there and about 15 yards to go.
Fred getting some medical attention.
Back to throw. Hensley looking. Pressure coming. He throws it. And he throws it over the intended receiver, dragging across the middle. Brady Shook, the H-back. Incomplete.
Yeah, and he had his guy Gerard across the middle. It's probably harder for him to see, obviously, than it is for us to see up here in the booth. But he had him over the middle. Had he looked and kind of going back through his progressions, no pressure on the play, he probably would have found Gerard for a big gain.
I see the kid doctor, Dr. Keith Childers, and Dr. Barber here tonight. Barber, you know, is a Georgia Tech graduate, which is right down the street behind us here. They're doctoring on Fred Brown right now. Looks like he may have a hydration problem. Kind of warm in here. Hensley runs the option, pitches back at the last second to McCall, and McCall dives inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. Back close to the original line of scrimmage. Boy, these penalties have really hurt Coffee, haven't they?
Yeah, they sure have, and it's always been around, you know, this 35 to 40-yard line. We work it across midfield, and then we shoot ourselves in the foot. And this sets up a big third down. We at least need to get 7 or 8 out of this.
7:44 to go in the second quarter. 7-0. Coffee leads it. We got trip receivers, 3 to the right side again. Hensley's the running back. Creekside's in a 5-man front again. Maurice is back to throw, looking, got a man out there. He's wide open. He got it at a 27-yard line, but he's going to be hit immediately from behind and brought down. That was Anthony Pauk, the wide receiver.
Yeah, good throw that time, and again, goes to Anthony Pauk. He's been sure-handed all season, and that time he picked up a really good gain that puts us, you know, in a fourth down and manageable. I think they're going to send the offense back out to go for it.
4th and 7. We're knocking on the door of the red zone down in the north end of the stadium. Coffee moving from right to left, holding a 7-point lead, trying to add to it. One receiver out wide. He's going to come in motion and reset Bray Coe. Hensley has it. Back to throw. Great protection. Looking. Throws it in the end zone. Got a man down there. Is it picked off?
Touchdown.
Tremendous touchdown catch. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that was the best throw Hansley's made all year.
He ran
Double
right behind
coverage.
3 defenders. You see that?
Yeah,
Man alive, it fooled me.
Yeah, double coverage, and it looked like it was inches above the hands of the safety. And Bray Coe made a heck of a catch, too. Full extension.
Coach's son, Bray Coe, putting some insurance on the board here in the first half. Now, the place kicker will come in, Jonah Saylor. Coe, who comes
Hey, I'm Larry with Wofford Pools and the
Investor's good. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Coffee 14, Creekside nothing. Timeout from Atlanta.
Hey, I'm Larry with Wofford Pools and Diversified Pools. I want to take a moment to tell a little bit about myself. We are a gunite pool builder. We maintenance pools and repair pools. We have what we call the Watford way, the swim faster way, and we work probably a 2-hour radius. We go all the way up to Perry Warner Robins, all the way over to Hazelhurst, etc. Back into last summer, I purchased Diversified Pools. We were really blessed to be able to have had that company and purchased it. They do everything except for build pools. Well, we're bringing the pool building back to Douglas and Coffee County and all the surrounding counties and towns around at Diversified Pools. How great is that? Learn how great it is by calling me, Larry Watford, 229-896-POOL. That's 229-896-POOL. If your pool is green and need it clean, call me. Liner replacements, equipment repair, leak detection, and building. Larry Watford's your guy. 229-896-POOL. From Vidalia to Valdosta, call me, Larry, 229-896-POOL.
As a not-for-profit, member-owned cooperative, Interstate Credit Union has been committed to supporting our communities for over 50 years. We believe your investment in us deserves to be returned, and that's why Interstate Credit Union is committed to supporting and investing in our youth through education and sports. We cheer for them in the classroom, in their athletic endeavors, and are here for them as they plan their financial future. Experience a better way to bank with Interstate Credit Union and join us in supporting our Coffee County Trojans, federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Back here in Atlanta in the Benz, Coffee leading at 14-0. Let's go down to the sideline where all the excitement is now with Leslie Byron Smith. Get kind of an atmosphere feel, Les. I don't think it's on again. Both ball clubs are coming back out on the field now for Coffee's kickoff. And James Gerard will tee it up right near the hash mark here on the near side of the stadium. They got all their speed merchants back to receive. Creekside does. McCrary, their number one running back, is inside the 5. And then, of course, Terrell, their other fast running back, is at about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Yeah, going back to that pass, I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. That is one of the best plays that Maurice Hansley's made his entire career here at Coffee, and it came in the biggest moment.
And it was the atmosphere here is electric, to say the least. The people here are just so excited, and Coffee's up 14-0, guys.
Here's Gerard's kickoff down to the 6 yard line. McCrary going to bring it back. He tries to go to the wide side, and we hit him and spin him around, bring him down up near the 30 yard line. Good coverage by Coffee special teams under Coach Vester.
Yeah.
Now Coffee's defense will come back in, Wade, with a load on their shoulders to kind of preserve the shutout.
Yeah, and what the defense has done great all year is bending but not breaking. We saw that in the last drive. They hit a crucial long third down. Coffee gets right back up there and forces a turnover on downs.
I'm an old quarterback. You're an old quarterback, but you got to say Hensley needs to buy those offensive linemen a steak.
Absolutely.
Giving him all that time to throw it, and he just put it right in the basket.
Yeah, Barry's been under constant duress, and so far, every time Hansley's dropped back, there's been no one even come close to him.
2 receivers to the left, now 3 over here. They got a man in motion back sitting next to the quarterback. They're going to give to him. That's Terrell, and he's going to be hit and smothered before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He tried to run behind his big old left tackle. That's Holmes again, the 290-pounder. Their guards, 275, and then, of course, on the right side, 250 and 250. Their center weighs 263. They got a guy they bring in every now and then. His name is Bordeaux. He's 6'5", 350 pounds. They'll sit him there where the tight end normally sits and go unbalanced. No gain on the play. Going to bring on second down and long again. Barry's in the gun. Quarterback has it, gives it off. Hitting the backfield's Terrell, and he's knocked down for about a 2-yard loss by the Coffee defense.
Yeah, I tell you what, just a fantastic play that time by LG Polk. Another, senior making a big play in this game. We've seen, a couple of the juniors step up, the junior linebackers make big plays. That time, LG Polk squirting through and making a great play.
He knocked down Milford, that big tackle, 6'2", 250, and just had a clear shot at the ball carrier. 3rd down, 11. 3 wideouts to the right again for the Creekside Seminoles. 1 to the left. They're looking left. Barry, the quarterback's under pressure. He's going to try to pull it down and run, but Coffey's got his number. He slides down rather than getting hit by Anthony Polk and Hancock. And it's going to be way, way short of the first down. Let's see now if Coach Dixon will roll the dice and go for it like Coach Coe's been doing on 4th down.
I don't think it's panic time yet. I think they're going to bring in the punt team and try to get this one off. I did notice last time, though, it was a very slow exchange. We didn't send a lot of pressure, but it took a long time for the punter to get the snap off. So we may send some pressure here and try to get a block.
They got a wide out to both sides. Edwards is back deep at about his own 37-yard line to receive the punt. That punter standing deep at about the 18-yard line to get the snap. Here comes the pressure, and he booms it out. Good high spiral. Fair catch called for by Edwards and pulls it in at the 34-yard line. So Coffey's got good field position again to start another drive here before halftime with 4:25 left on the clock.
Yeah, we may be thinking, try to eat up all this clock here, or we may try to score fast. I mean, the defense has done a fantastic job so far, so we may be able to get the ball back. If we score quick here, we may be able to get it back again before this half is over.
Offense coming out. Maurice Hensley, the quarterback, trots out. He's got Fred Bulldozer Brown with him. Range Robinson's checked in as the H-back tight end, so to speak. We got stacked up over here McCall along with Gerard to give it off to Bulldozer, and Bulldozer slides in behind his big left guard, Tico Smith. Leslie's nephew?
Yep.
He drew a good block for him, and Bredd got a good gain on the play of about 2 yards.
Yeah,
their defensive front is big.
Yeah, good to see him back in. I think he was just a little gassed in those first couple of drives. We talked about, there's no wind in here tonight, so it's pretty humid.
Hensley again takes it, throws it, got McCall open. McCall comes across the 25, the 30, and he's going to be brought down up near the 32-yard line. On a great catch on a hitch pattern out here to the left side, and a run by McCall again.
Yeah, sets up 3rd down and short, and you really can do anything here. I think you're still in that, your defense is playing good enough where if you don't get it here on 3rd down, you still have the ability to go for it on 4th down. So
I like the play calling of Coach Berger and Coach Coe. They're keeping the Creekside Seminoles off balance. We had an official in the white hat wave a timeout. We got a couple of guys standing on the field down here.
And they're going to review it. Patrick McCall's knee may have been down when he caught that.
From the angle of that camera, you can't tell, though, can you?
It's pretty hard to tell. Yeah, they don't have a back view, like I mentioned before.
It has to be overriding evidence in order to overturn it.
And it does look like it from that angle that his knee was down. We've got the replay booth right beside us, which is kind of a luxury, but now they put it on the big screens for everybody to see. It's very close. It was down, yep.
So they're going to call the play back on Pat McCall's catch and run, saying his knee was on the ground.
Yeah, Hensley just he threw it kind of right at knee level, and instead of going down, and just catching it with his hands, he went down and caught it towards his body, kind of pinned it up against his stomach, and his knee was down.
We put the fast package back in. Gerard and Coe go way out wide to the right. 2 running backs. Now we got a guy in motion coming here to the near side, and he's going to reset out here, Anthony Polk. Maurice is back to throw. Pressure coming, got a screen set up beautifully. It's shook. Brady's across the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. He's all the way down to the Creekside 37-yard line and a Coffee first down. Brady shook.
Yeah, what a play call They had everybody fooled. Everybody on Creekside just swarmed to the right side of the field with Hansley rolling out that way. We've already tried to do the rollout pass 3 or 4 times, so that was a perfect play call in my eyes.
You remember you ran that play up there at Tucker. You did the same thing, ran to the right, stopped, threw back. No Lightning caught it in the end zone right by his lonesome self for a touchdown. There goes right up the middle, Fred Bulldozer Brown. He's across the 30. And check that, across the 35, and he's back near the 34 when he's going to be knocked down. Got about 4.5 yards of good real estate that time behind the center, Ruiz, and Tico Smith, the guard again.
And still 2 minutes, so right on pace to take this right into the end of the quarter.
Second down, going to be 5. Hansley's in the gun again. His running back right behind him is Bulldozer Brown. Flank way out wide, stacked up is Gerard. McCall right behind him. They give to Brown. Bulldozer has a big hole, runs through it. He's inside the 30 for the Coffee first down. Bulldozer Brown.
I tell you what, that's just Fred Brown being Fred Brown. There was no hole there. He put his head down and fell forward through about 3 or 4 guys. And that's something, that doesn't get all the limelight and the glory of some of his bigger runs, but that right there was a fantastic run by Fred Brown.
Timeout being called down on the field. Coffee will come to the sideline. Coffee leading at 14-0, threatening again. We'll be right back.
Southeastern Marine is your go-to dealer for all your new boat and used boat sales and service needs. We have been in business for over 28 years, and we know boats and outboards. We sell new Carolina Skiff, Sea Chaser, Alumacraft, and Manitou pontoons. We service what we sell, and we are your Suzuki, Mercury, and Yamaha outboard certified dealer. Come by today and see Kevin and the staff at Southeastern Marine, located at 1506 East Ward Street in Douglas, Georgia, or call them at 912-384-7244.
All About Kids Early Learning Child Care Center, LLC, is located at 601 Waldrop Avenue in Douglas, Georgia. Call 912-383-4540. And we ask everyone to support our Coffee High Trojans football team. We are a 3-star quality rated center, and we're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. All About Kids Early Learning Child Care Center, LLC, is proud to support our Coffee High Trojans. Go Trojans!
Have you been looking for a brand new home or maybe a repo? Carter Home Center is the right place to go. Carter Home Center is an exclusive Scott-built dealer. They carry new or repo models from single wides up to 16-foot wide and double wides up to 32-foot wide. They can also furnish all new homes with furniture and appliances if you'd like. Stop in and see the Carters at Carter Home Center, located at 115 Bowens Mill Road Southeast in Douglas. Call Jade or Micah today at 912-292-0815.
Coffee takes a snap. Hansley runs a keeper to the opposite side, fooled the defense, and got inside the 25, down to about the 24-yard line, and another Coffee first down. Yeah. Maurice Hansley.
Another great play call, too. Got the defense's eyes in the wrong place.
Brown's a running back to give to him. Comes out behind left tackle, cuts back toward the center, and going to be hit just about the time he got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard at the very most.
I think another timeout's going to come in from Coffee.
Did you say Jalen Simpson had checked in at the guard,
yep,
replacing Tico Smith? Coffee?
No, Glentavius Turner.
Turner. My mistake. Turner is out of the game, and Simpkins is in his place. Timeout being called again. 60-second break. We'll be right back. Coffee 14-0.
CH Farm and Meats takes this time to say congratulations to the 2023 Coffee Trojans football team for making it to the state championship game in Atlanta. You have worked hard all season, both in the classroom and on the field. You have made it to the place that so many more haven't, and you deserve it. Good luck, Trojans, from CH Farm and Meats. Bring home that state championship.
All About Souls, 520 South Peterson Avenue. We carry Georgia Boot, Rocky, Carolina, and Chippewas are back in stock. Mike and Extra Tough have you covered from everything from hunting to walking out in the yard. Don't forget about our custom leather belts and our shoe repair. We also have exotic western boots from Tony Lama, Justin, Dan Post, Cowtown, and Balak. Come by and see us, and go Trojans.
Both tight ends into the game, Shook and Range Robinson. Way out wide to the far side is going to be James Gerard again. Running back is Fred Brown. Maurice pulls it back, runs to his right, throws it, got a man wide open. He's toward the 10. He's down inside the 5. Pat McCall and a Coffee first down.
Yeah, another great play call. We went pistol that time, and a long fake from Maurice Hansley into the belly of Fred Brown. He pulls it out, and when he turns around, Pat McCall is just pretty much running by himself on a crosser across the field, and a really good placed ball allowed him to catch that ball in stride and pick up a big gain.
We got an unbalanced line to the right. Turner check back in. They give it off, and the handoff inside the 5, down close to the goal line. It's right about the 1 foot line. They're going to call him down, Bulldozer Brown. So Coffee will face second and goal to go at the 1 foot line in the hurry up huddle. We had on that left side that time Turner, Smith, and, of course, Simpkins blocking for big Fred Brown. Another 30-second timeout called by Coffee. We're knocking on the door, 14-0 lead. We'll be right back.
Football season is here, and all of us at First Franklin Financial are so proud of the Coffee High Trojans. May they stay safe, play hard, and win big. At First Franklin Financial, we can help you when you need extra funds. We offer personal loans with payments and terms to fit any budget. Come talk to one of our friendly Franklin folks today. We have 2 locations in Douglas, North Peterson Avenue and Bowens Mill Road. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License E number 5656.
Their defense. Back here at the Benz in Atlanta, Georgia, we got 40 seconds left in the first half. Coffee knocking on the door again at the 1 foot line. They've got a second down and goal to go. And they're still on the sideline getting final instructions now from the offensive coaching staff and getting the play call in here at the Benz in Atlanta.
Yeah, this play is also under review to see if he actually did break the plane.
I see the television replay officials down on the field, and the screen right here shows it. Can you see it?
It's hard to see. There's a bunch of bodies piled up. They haven't shown it in the stadium. So I think we'll have to wait on the touchdown.
Touchdown, Fred Brown, the Bulldozer, put it in. There will be no second down call at all. Coffee goes out front, 20-0. Now the extra point try will come from Jonah Saylor.
Yeah, and Creekside actually called that timeout, so they burned a timeout there
and saved us.
Didn't know that the officials were going to review it, so they kind of shot themselves in the foot. Now they'll have to go the length of the field with only 40 seconds and 2 timeouts.
6 of their coaches ran out on the field to talk to the head linesman, and then the referee came over and said, yep, you guys shot yourselves in the foot. Vester's in to snap it. Coe will hold it. Boy, he's had a big night, a touchdown reception. And Jonah Saylor will attempt it. Here's a kick. It's up. It's perfect. Coffee 21, Creekside nothing. 40 seconds left in the half. Timeout.
Doublewood Glass offers this word of encouragement for all times in your life. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6. Trust Doublewood Glass for all of your residential and commercial needs. Auto glass, custom shower doors, mirrors, even storefronts, and so much more. Visit DoublewoodGlass.com or drop by today for a free Bible or consultation at 708 Bowens Mill Road, Southwest in Douglas. Talk to your glass experts at Doublewood Glass, 912-384-5055.
Looking for a great place to eat before the game? Stop in and see the friendly team, Tidwell, Crystal, and the girls, and you'll leave satisfied every time. We have a drive-thru and lobby open to better serve you. Tidwell's has hamburgers, fried chicken, barbecue sandwich, steak sandwich, and all the trimmings. Tidwell Carter's fried chicken hours are Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're located at 855 Southeast Bowens Mill Road across from Vickers Audio, or call 912-383-0323.
Shane Kelly tried to bring the James Gerard kick that went down to the 4-yard line back, but Coffee swarmed and really stuffed him down inside the 10-yard line. So Creekside's got 90 yards to go, and they've got 34 seconds to play on the clock. Coffee leading it 21-0 here in the first half in the Benz in the state championship in Atlanta. Boy, you can't thank enough of those great people from Coffee County who made this long trip up here. They have come in massive numbers here tonight. Every time the players turn around and ask them to get up, they're hollering. Just, wow, can't believe it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a crowd this big of just Coffee County supporters.
Nope. I guess they knew there was enough seats for them to sit, so they came. All right, Creekside's got the ball. They're right about their own 10-yard line. And as they head to the far sideline, I think we got a timeout being called.
Yeah, Creekside had to call a timeout.
They took too much time to get on the field, I think, on the far side. 21-0, Coffee leads it. We'll be right back.
What's going on by the band? It appears the player is tackling the tuba player in the band.
That kid needs some eyeglasses or at least an eye exam with Dr. Mark Moore down at Downtown Vision.
If you need an eye exam or glasses, stop in and see Dr. Mark Moore at Downtown Vision, located at 504 South Peterson Avenue in Douglas, Georgia, or call 912-389-1230.
Miller Pump and Well Drilling has been in business for over 40 years and is closed at their old location. But if you need anything, just call Justin at 912-384-3209. We install residential, commercial, and irrigation deep wells, and we also service all types of pumps. Miller Pump is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Miller Pump and Well Drilling. Call Justin at 912-384-3209 for all your needs.
They're going to throw in the first play, and they got a wide receiver open. That's Shane Kelly, their number one guy, and he brings it all the way up to about the 30-yard line before Coffee can catch him and knock him out of bounds. Boy, he's shifty, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is. Broke a couple tackles and extended that play. I thought he was going to stay in bounds, but wisely went out there at the end.
25 seconds on the clock. Two wide outs to both sides again for the Seminoles. Barry, their quarterback in the gun again, will take the snap. Drops back to throw, pressure coming. He throws it in a hurry, and he hits his receiver who goes up and then hits the ground immediately, and that's going to be Vickerson, and he got enough for the first down by maybe a yard and a half. That'll stop the clock. Nordstrom running. Believe it or not, it's running as they change the chain on the far side. He's got 15 seconds. Throws it again to the same receiver. He caught it with his toes inbound, and I think he got enough for the first down again up near midfield.
They're working it down the field pretty fast.
Now they stopped the clock. A few minutes ago they didn't stop it, so I'm wondering what the officials are thinking about. How Creekside would be complaining about that. Barry in the gun again. 4 receivers out, 1 running back. 8 seconds left on the clock. He's back to throw. Pressure coming. He airs it out down the near side. Coffee is there, and we knock it out of bounds. Incomplete. Great maneuver by Anthony Pauk. The all-everything Coffee Trojan.
Yeah, and there's zeros on the clock, but I think there's – yeah, they put it back to 1 second. I thought when I looked, when that ball hit the ground, there was 1 second. But, I honestly don't know if Barry has enough arm to get it to the end zone from, where they're at right now.
He was under pressure that time to throw off his back foot. Kind of hung up in the air a little bit.
Yeah, he only threw it about 30 yards, but he probably threw it 30 yards high.
If he'd have thrown it where it was supposed to be, we'd had an interception by Anthony Pauk. 2 receivers to both sides again. 4 looking to receive a ball from the quarterback. He's looking at the wide receiver down the far side. It's there, but Coffee does a great play defensively and knocks the ball loose, incomplete.
Yeah, that was Isaiah Johnson. Great coverage.
Old Isaiah, who starred in the Ware County game, just saved a touchdown.
Yeah, Kelly had his hands on it, but again, great job by the defensive backs.
Ball's incomplete. The clock runs out. We played a half here in the Benz in Atlanta in the state championship. As they head to the locker room, it's Coffee 21, Creekside nothing. Stay tuned for halftime coming up in a moment.
Coffee Trojan football is back on 93.5 Vibe FM.
Back at the Benz in Atlanta, Georgia. The state championship second half is coming up. The Coffee High School Trojans will kick it off to the Creekside Seminoles. They're trailing 21-0 right now. Coffee's going to put the defense back out there again. They played lights out so far in this ball game. They're the number 1 defense in the state of Georgia. Take any classification you want from 0 to 7A. Coffee's number 1 defensively. They proved it here tonight again, and You can't say enough of these kids. They're not that big, but they're fast. That's the real key, I think, to it.
Yeah, and they rally to the football, too. Very smart, never get their eyes in the wrong place. And those linebackers, they continue to dominate. And the defensive line takes on 2 or 3 blocks and really frees up those backers to kind of run all over the field.
Gerard's going to kick it off. He's teed it up about 5 or 6 feet inside the hash mark on the near side. They've got all their speed merchants down here near the end zone, including McCreary, to bring it back. High, short kick, going to come down at the 15-yard line and trying to run it back to the 20-25, breaks the seam, little outside cut, back inside, one guy to get him, and we grab him from behind. Great pursuit by Coffee on a great return up the field by Terrell. Travis Terrell plays wide receiver and running back for Creekside, and he just showed some of his speed and maneuverability.
Yeah, he sure did. A fantastic return, and like you said, a great job by Jaden Daniels to pursue that and make the tackle.
Well, had it been for Daniels, we'd have had, 6 points on the board, wouldn't we, against us. Creekside comes out. They stack it up again with 3 wide receivers to the right side, 2 over here to the left again. The quarterback, Vince Berry's been in the gun most of the night by himself, and Coffee has really put the pressure on him. Now they bring Terrell and McCreary, both running backs, back to each side of the quarterback, left and right. Got a blocking back behind left guard. Terrell goes in motion. Berry rolls, looking, pressure coming. He throws it the last second and almost picked off, but it's caught on a tip. And down the far sideline for a touchdown, Shane Kelly on a tip by Coffee's defender, and he caught the ball and went in.
I tell you what, he got away with one right there. I mean, 2 guys should have had an interception. Just barely out of reach.
We had double coverage on him, but one of the guys tipped it, and when the ball got tipped, he ran, continued toward the end zone, and the ball fell right in his hands, and he scored a touchdown. Now Creekside will try to put 7 on the board as they bring their place kicker in. Lines are down. Good snap and hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Coffee 21, Creekside 7. 11:41 to go, third period timeout.
At Family Home Center in Douglas, you'll find the latest manufactured home products on the market today from Live Oak Homes. If you haven't been in a new manufactured home in a while, you'll be amazed at what you'll see at a new Live Oak home. I'm Brian McNeil at Family Home Center. Invite you to come by and take a look. We have 2, 3, 4, even 5 bedroom models on display, showcasing the latest floor plans and many popular options. We invite you to stop by where you're treated like family. No high-pressure salespeople here, just our family. At Family Home Center Douglas, and go Trojans.
Over 20 years ago, Aiden's Minute Markets founded their business and opened their first store right here in this community. A lot has happened in 20 years, and there's been a lot of things that have changed. But one thing that hasn't changed is after all these years, Aiden's Minute Markets are still eager to serve you. Whether it's a cool drink, food, fuel, newspaper, or a cup of coffee, they strive to keep their shelves freshly stocked, their coolers full and cold, and their coffee fresh and hot. With 18 locations to serve Southeast Georgia, you can find one near you. Stop by Aiden's Minute Market today.
Back in the dome, we got McCall and Pauk deep. Here's Aya's kick. High end over ender down to Pauk at about the 9-yard line. Anthony's going to bring it back. Got a little seam. He cuts to the outside, cuts back to the inside, out across the 20 to the 25. And going to be brought down up near the 26-yard line. Anthony Pauk. Coffee got pretty good, decent field position on that kick return, but they're still kind of wondering what happened on that last kick to Creekside as they came downfield in a hurry and scored.
Yeah, just a one-play drive for them, and now it's go time if you're the Coffee Trojans. You've got to sustain a long drive here and put up points of your own.
And keep the ball out of the hands of Berry, McCreary, and Terrell. Hensley's at quarterback. The running back, Fred Bulldozer Brown. Wide outs to the far side is going to be McCall along with Bray Coe. McCall comes in motion. They give it off to Brown. Big hole. Fred drives through across the 25. Still going. They're pushing him across the 30. He's all the way up to the 31-yard line. A good chunk of real estate by Bulldozer Brown.
Yeah, great job by the offensive line up front. And for Fred Brown not to go down there and pick up a few more was huge.
Coe and McCall come out wide right. Maurice Hensley, the quarterback, in the gun again. Brown is to his right. Lines are down. They give it to Brown. Fred cuts in behind his guard, cuts back to the left, and he's all the way up to the 35 before they bring him down. They may mark his knees around the 34-yard line, so it's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down. But still, we're in good situation now with third down and short.
Yeah, we sure are, and that was a really good jump cut and good vision by Fred Brown that time.
Shook has come out. Robinson checks in at the tight end position for Coffee. Brown, they pull it back. Hansley trying to turn the corner on him, and he got up across the 35 to about the 37-yard line on the keeper, and it's going to be a Coffee first down. Good blocking on the left side of the offensive line by Smith and by Grant.
Yeah, and Hansley's going to be kicking himself because that could have been a big, big play.
First and 10, Coffee, 2 wide outs to the right again. Hansley has it. Brown gets it. Bulldozer hit right there in the backfield. Drives forward, gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, yard and a half on the gain. And they finally bring him down. But they're really zeroing in like they got spies on Fred Brown tonight. All 5 of their defensive linemen go wherever Fred Brown goes. It'll be second down and 9. Wide outs to both sides again for Hansley. Gives to Brown. Bulldozer comes outside, got some open ground. 40, 45, 50, 45. Cuts back at the 40, down to the 37, 38-yard line and out of bounds. Fred Bulldozer Brown.
Yeah, and that poor cornerback didn't stand a chance. Delivered a vicious stiff arm like we've seen him do so many times this year and drive him all the way into the ground.
He's up close to 100 yards now, rushing in tonight's ball game. Wide outs to both sides again for Hansley. Brown, the running back. They're going to give it off, and he's coming here to the right side again, and they hit him at about the 35 or 38-yard line and bring him down. Check that it was Hansley, Tyrese, Morris's little brother, on the handoff. Brown had come out to get a blow. Hansley gets maybe a yard at the very most as they spot his knees down first. It'll be second down and 9 to go on the chain across the way. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 here to the right again. Tyrese gets the call. He's got the speed, turns the corner, runs over a guy in, I think, under the 30-yard line at about the 29 3/4. It's very, very close to a first down.
Yep, in comes Fred Brown again.
Brown checks back in. Tyrese Hansley comes out. He's a junior. He'll be back next year, folks. Hansley's got 3 wide outs to his left, 1 over here to the right again. That's big James Gerard, who can run, and he's big and tall, over 6 feet. They flip-flop Brown to the left side of Hansley. 5-man front. They're jumping around on defense. They give to Brown, pulling it back Hansley. Hansley's got the first down all the way down to the 30, or check that 26-yard line.
Again,
boy, I tell you what, great play call that time.
Call.
Great read by Maurice Hensley. That'll move the chain. Coffee sends 2 wide outs to the far side. Nobody here on the near side. The blocking back is Range Robinson. He's on the left side as well. They fake a little reverse. Give it to Brown, but boy, I tell you what. A block blew up right in the face of, I think, Turner, and he missed his block, and they hit Brown head on and knocked him down for a loss of about 2.
Yeah, that time the senior nose guard, Bam Williams, got a great jump on the ball and made a big hit on Fred Brown in the backfield.
1 wide out for Coffee. That's McCall over here to the right. We got 2 tight ends into the game. McCall goes in motion. They fake to Brown, throw it out here in the flats. Got a completion at the 25, out of bounds, down around the 24-yard line to Patrick McCall. That was a great play call. He came out, then came back in motion, and turned and came back out again. And boy, I'm telling you what, as a DB, it's hard to read something like that.
Yeah, and I think if we run that to the far side of the field, it's a bigger play, but he kind of ran out of room with that play being into the boundary and only picked up 3 or 4.
Coffee looking at third down and about 8. We got 2 receivers coming into the game off the bench all of a sudden. Bray Coe, along with Anthony Pauk. They're going to go way out wide to the left side of the stadium, to the left of Hansley. McCall goes in motion. They give to Brown. Bulldozer comes out across the 25, hit. He's all the way down to the 22-yard line before they finally bring him down. That's going to bring on a 4th down and less than 5 to go for Coffee.
It was kind of a bad spot. It's going to be closer to 4th and 7.
It sure is. Boy, we got a bad spot on that. I didn't see his knees go down at all.
They're going to bring in Jonah Saylor.
Saylor's coming in to kick a field goal, and Bray Coe is going to spot it at about the 30-yard line, so we're looking at a 40-yard attempt by Jonah Saylor. Jonah, of course, is a junior. He'll be back. Bray Coe will hold another junior. The kick is up. Watch it. Yes, it looks good. It's good. A 40-yard field goal by Jonah Saylor. And the Coffee Trojans extend the lead to 24-7. Timeout for Family Home Center.
Football season is here, and all of us at First Franklin Financial are so proud of the Coffee High Trojans. May they stay safe, play hard, and win big. At First Franklin Financial, we can help you when you need extra funds. We offer personal loans with payments and terms to fit any budget. Come talk to one of our friendly Franklin folks today. We have 2 locations in Douglas, North Peterson Avenue and Bowens Mill Road. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
This is Liz Grantham of Douglas National Bank, and I speak for all of our employees when I say we are proud of our ties to Douglas and Coffee County. All of us here share generations of family and friends in this community. These generations have formed us and taught us the importance of hard work, honesty, and most importantly, Trojan pride. As a 1995 graduate of CHS, those standards of excellence run deep within me, and I am proud to serve this community. Douglas National Bank, a proud Trojan supporter. Go Trojans, go. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back here at the Benz in Atlanta, Coffee stretching the lead 24-7 over Creekside, but it ain't over yet, folks. They got a lot of weapons they can use, and our defense has really got to step up, haven't they, Wade?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and we talked about how important the kicking game was at the top of the broadcast, and you just saw it right there. Extending this back to a 3-score lead is absolutely huge because we're already halfway through this third quarter.
Jonah gets his nerves from his grandmama. She's real calm, cool, and collected. Boy, I tell you what, he showed it right there that time, didn't he? Kicking it right down the middle.
Yeah, and the whole operation was just so smooth. And for a long field goal like that, everything's got to be perfect, and it was. I mean, no pressure was, able to get through to even make that, somewhat close to being blocked. And especially at the high school level, you see that a lot on long field goals. It takes longer to develop, but it was pitch perfect.
Offensively, they tried to air it out all night long, Creekside has, and I'm sure they're not going to change the way they do business. Coffee's defense has really got a challenge. We've got 6:53 left here in the third quarter. Coffee out front with a sizable lead, but when you put 7-7-7 on the board, it cuts that lead in a hurry. Gerard will tee it up again and kick it from the 40-yard line from our left to our right. They've got McCrary, their number 1 running back to receive it. Gerard gets a pretty good toe into it, all the way down to the 4-yard line. Terrell going to bring it back. And Coffee's going to jam him this time at the 15. And 1, 2, 3, 4 white shirts put him to the ground. So a lot better on the coverage that time, kickoff-wise. Coach Vester apparently got on to him.
Yeah, and I tell you, outside of the kicking, because Jonah Saylor's done a great job this year, there's been 2 guys that stand out on the kickoff return team to me, and that's Chris Reed and Tyrese Hansley. And both of them just made that tackle.
They do. And I tell you what, playing on defense all night and having to cover on special teams and do all that long running, they did a great job of coverage. New formation by Creekside. They come out now, sending a receiver out wide right. That's their number 1 guy, Dylan Vickerson. 2 running backs in the backfield with Berry. Now he sends Terrell in motion. Little hitch out here, double pass. Got a man downfield, but Coffee's got a defender. It's Anthony Polk, and he keeps it, knocks away. Great coverage by Coffee on their number 1 receiver, Shane Kelly. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that was a great job because they fooled everybody in the stadium except for Anthony Polk. So for him to, to get his eyes in the right place and figure out really early on that something was going on, fantastic play.
I do respect now to Principal Van Allen, all the great teachers at Coffee High School. Anthony Polk is a scholar athlete.
Yep.
Boy, he just paid dividends right there. He didn't get deceived. Here's another handoff fake. Back to throw is Berry, the quarterback. He's under pressure, throws it. Got a man coming across the middle. He threw it about his knees, and the little guy went down and got it. Shane Kelly, their number 1 receiver at the 30-yard line for a first down. Hancock was covering, but the ball was just thrown in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it was perfect. And even though they got a big gain there, he still took a big shot when he delivered that football. So that's still in the back of his head.
Oh, yeah, looking over his shoulder. 2 wide outs to both sides for Creekside. 6:18, 6:17, the clock runs left in the third period. Berry back to throw. Throws a little out pattern. He's got his man again, Kelly. And Kelly catches it and goes out of bounds. That'll stop the clock now up near the 38-yard line. That brings on a second down and about 3. Boy, they really like to air. I wonder if Steve Spurrier's coaching this bunch. They have aired it out. Won't be no air left in the football. 2 receivers to both sides again. Berry in the gun. Coffee showing pressure. They had movement by a tackle, but no flag. The ball was thrown way, way behind the receiver downfield, Kelly. And Kelly was covered up again by Hancock beautifully on that far side for an incompletion.
Yeah, just another miscommunication. Kelly took it all the way up the sidelines. I think they were wanting like maybe a back shoulder, but it wasn't there at all.
He just got taken out of the game, incidentally, and they bring a new receiver in. I haven't seen tonight, Eric Paul Jr., a senior. 2 to both sides, receiver-wise. Berry gives off to McCrary, and McCrary fumbles the ball. It's on the ground. Coffee may have it.
I think Creekside got on it. I think it was their big left tackle. They got to it.
Coffee's man slid across the top of the football, and the big tackle fell on top of it. Boy, they get a big break. They gain yardage, by the way, and get a first down up near the 45-yard line in Creekside territory. 1st and 10, the clock down to 5:40 and running. Berry again in the gun, got 2 receivers out to both sides of the stadium. Coffee's got them covered man-to-man. In motion comes the new guy. They're going to throw a little out pattern over there to the far side. And back into the game is Kelly, and he catches it and goes down at about the Coffee 45-yard line for the first down.
Yeah, you can tell who his favorite target is. Anytime Kelly's in the game, he's looking his way. And so far on this drive, he's done a good job of getting open.
He's so quick and so fast. He goes down and does all those crazy cuts, and the defensive back doesn't know really what to do. We just changed up, though. We put Anthony Pauk on the far side to cover him, brought Hancock over here. 3 wideouts over here to the near side. Berry back to throw, looking at Kelly again down the field, almost picked off. Got a hand on it, but not quite enough by Anthony Pauk. Boy, he is some kind of DB, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know why why they keep picking on him. He's already almost had several picks here tonight, so and they just keep throwing at him.
Amps on the big screen up above us here in the middle of the Benz Stadium. Well, I tell you what, somebody's getting a great football player in him and a great student in the classroom. 3 wideouts again over here to the left side, 1 to the right, and that one to the right is going to be Vickerson, one of their top receivers. They give it off to McCrary. McCrary cuts back, going to his right, cuts back to his left, and fooled everybody, including his offensive line, and got a good gain of about 9 yards down near the 36-yard line of Coffee. That'll bring on a short yardage situation for the Creekside Seminoles on 3rd down. Same set again, 1 running back. Berry in the backfield by his lonesome will take the snap. Fakes it, pulls it back, tried to run it, but couldn't. Coffee played it beautifully, smelling it out. Boy, I tell you what, that defense came across and got him.
Yeah, they sure did. And, I mean, they really haven't had a lot of success running the ball, especially in between the tackles. So this 4th and 1 is no gimme.
Boy, you can't say enough about the right side of that Coffee defensive front line. 3 guys tackled the quarterback, dropped him right there at the line of scrimmage, no gain. 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. Coffee's defense is up, nobody's playing safety. They pull it back, tried to throw a pass, they completed it inside at about the 32-yard line. It may be enough for the first down. They went to a reserve receiver that time to catch it. That is Henderson, a sophomore. And he was going down on the knee when he caught it. It's enough for the first down, and Creekside stays alive. The clock down to 3:48, 3:47. 3rd period, Coffee leading it 24-7. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 over here to the left again. 1 running back, Barry the quarterback, drops to throw. Pressure coming. We're chasing him to the right. He's rolling and throwing. Got a man in the middle. It's complete right there at the 25. And he's hit head on and knocked to the ground. That same receiver, Henderson, again.
Yeah, it was, and that was a good job. He kept his eyes downfield even though he had Jatavius Williams, right on his backside. Made a really good throw kind of across his body and found Henderson.
3 wide outs to the right again for Barry. 1 way over here to the near side. It's Vickerson. They give it off, pull it back, throw a little slant to the middle. He catches it, but Coffey's got a guy hanging on his back, pulls him down at about the 17-yard line. Both players a little bit slow in getting up.
Yeah, again, great coverage by Jaden Hancock. They may look at this again. I'm not sure if that was a catch.
When he went down, it looked like the ball may have hit the ground before he did. They're going to go for it, though. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left again. Barry, the quarterback, calls a signal, drops to throw, lost it through the end zone, and the ball is knocked out. Great defensive play again by Hancock. He went to Vickerson. Vickerson's a 6'2", 194-pounder. And I tell you what, Hancock played like he was a 6'3".
Yeah, he sure did. And Vickerson's a little slow getting up. He's got that knee brace on the right leg, and looked like they kind of got tangled up at the end of that play.
That brings on a big 2nd down and 10 now, facing the Coffee defense. Creekside behind 24-7 in the red zone, trying to make something happen. Barry, the quarterback, drops to throw, looking right, left. Gonna try to scramble and run it. Heads to the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, and we knock him down right there at the 2-yard line. But he got enough for the 1st down. Vince Barry.
Yeah, he should have showed good composure that time.
Coffey's got a guy down, a little bit slow in getting up. I think it's one of our linebackers. We'll take a break here and be right back. Coffee leading at 24-7. Creekside threatening. We'll be back.
Family Home Center on the bypass in Douglas at 1010 Bowens Mill Road Southeast is proud to be your Live Oak Homes headquarters for South Georgia. Our homes lead the industry with innovative and functional floor plans with unsurpassed eye appeal. Our customers consistently tell us that our pricing is the best in South Georgia. If you're looking for a new home, come see us at Family Home Center in Douglas, or you can call us at 912-383-0384. That's Family Home Center, located at 1010 Bowens Mill Road Southeast in Douglas, where you always get the family price.
Kirby has left.
Kirby Smart?
I don't know. Saw him walk down in the tunnel.
Smith, the linebacker, the injured player, Markevius, seems to be all right. He's walked off the field right by himself. Now Creekside will come back out. They're facing a 1st down and goal to go inside the Coffee 5-yard line. They like to put a big package in, and that's exactly what they've done. 915 pounds blocking on the left side. The running back McCrary is out of the game. Terrell's in. They give to him. He tried to sneak in, but we hit him behind the line. The ball comes out, and Creekside luckily recovers it at the 4-yard line. Who made the hit that made the ball pop out? That's the star of the game.
I'm pretty sure that was Carter was the first one there. Yeah, he sure was. And he ripped at the ball. A great play by Jarius Carter. Came off the edge and on his way down to the ground, he got a hold of the ball.
Barry, the quarterback, was lucky to recover it because Coffee had a defender diving at the same time. Same set again, that big package to the left side. 1 running back, McCrary, has checked in. Terrell's gone out. They give to McCrary. He's hitting the backfield. He took 1 step, and Coffee knocks him down back around the 7-yard line. Oh, my goodness, at that defense.
Chris Reed again. I'm telling you, he makes big plays every time he gets in the game.
All-American Chris Reed, I'm going to call him.
Just so quick. He beat the right tackle, was actually supposed to pull and pick him up, but he was so quick through the line.
They got a good spot.
He didn't even touch him.
They spot the ball back at the 6-yard line. It should be at the 8 or 9. McCrary still in at running back. Barry, the quarterback, in. He's back to pass. Throws it in the end zone. Got a man out there. He can't get to it. Or does he catch it?
Nope.
I think he dropped it. Yeah, he did right there at the last second. One of their top receivers, Eric Paul, Coffee had good coverage on the far side of the stadium by Anthony Pauk, and the ball falls out incomplete. Now it's 4th down, and 6 are goal to go.
Just out of reach. He had a step on Tyreek Edwards and Anthony Pauk, but just right out of reach.
I apologize, folks back home listening, but we're probably 500 or 600 feet from that end zone. It's hard to see even with binoculars. Big play, the biggest play of the game for the Coffee defense. They spread us out to both sides. Barry, the quarterback, is back to throw, looking, throwing in the middle, over his shoots, incomplete. And Coffee has held on a goal line stand down inside the 10-yard line. And the Coffee offense will get the ball back with 40 seconds left in the third period. Coffee leading it 24-7.
And there's not a single person in the stands sitting down right now. Everybody's up cheering on that defense. And that was a heck of a stop just then. They bowed their backs whenever they needed to, and they've done that all season long.
I tell you what, my horses are lonesome tonight because nobody's on the road in Coffee County. They're usually coming by, blowing the horn at them. A few deer in the pasture every now and then. Coffee's got the ball. Hansley comes in. He's standing right there at the goal line with Bulldozer standing in the end zone. They give to Brown. Brown comes out, breaks a seam. He's out across the 10, and he's all the way up to about the 12-yard line. Fred Bulldozer Brown. Boy, you can't say enough about that big offensive line. I'm telling you what, Kyler Smith threw a tremendous block. Knocked the linebacker on his hiney.
Yeah, that's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
We've played 3 here at the Benz in Atlanta, Georgia in the 5A State Championship. Coffee 24, Creekside 7. We'll be right back. Timeout for Family Home Center. Well, I tell you what, a goal line stand like I've not seen in a long, long time. Maybe the Ware County game, wasn't it? Tremendous defensive play by Coffee's number 1 defense. Number 1 in the state of Georgia defensively. Coffee's the number 1 team in 5A, playing the number 2 team tonight for all the marbles and the gold piece we hope to bring back to South Georgia. 12 minutes of football remaining here at the Dome in Atlanta. Any stat changes, Wade?
Fred Brown is indeed over 100 yards. He's got 24 carries for 105 and a touchdown. Hansley only completed 1 pass in that third quarter, and it was just for 4 yards. So not a lot changed on Coffee's side. We had that one drive where we primarily kept it on the ground, but a little bit of an uptick in offense for Creekside as we saw, but time of possession still stands at right around 5 minutes in Coffee's favor.
I want to thank the great folks at Georgia Association of High Schools here for the stats. They're doing the instant replay booth right next to us here at the Big Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Boy, they've been really hospitable here tonight. Coffee's got the ball. They're looking to suck it down and about 4 yards to go, playing on this end of the field. We finally get to see them. Most of the game's been played on the other end, away from us. They're only about maybe 150 feet away right now. Hansley has it, gives it off to Bulldozer Brown, cuts outside. Brown's at the 20, 25, cuts back inside at the 30. A guy hits him and knocks him down up near the 32. Bulldozer Brown got a good chunk of real estate to add to that total he's got here tonight. Almost 20 yards on that little jolt.
Yeah, and again, it was the jump cut that allows him to get outside, and then he finishes the run like he always does.
Again, big Kyler Smith along with Turner through the block over there on the right. Brown, the carrier this time, cuts back to the left, right up the gut, pulls a couple of guys with him. Pyle still moving, and they're still driving him up across the 40-yard line. And it's very close to a Coffee first down for Fred Brown.
And we've seen it year in and even last year, too. This is where Fred Brown gets the strongest. When he gets to about his 25th, 26th carry, and you're in the fourth quarter, this is where he just does not go down.
Wide outs to both sides again. It's second down, less than a yard. In motion comes McCall to give to Brown, and Creekside hit him in the backfield and knocks him down for about maybe a yard and a half loss. They called it beautifully defensively that time, Creekside did, because Brown was running right behind the left tackle, Tico Smith, and they had 2 defenders right in there on top of him when he got it. He'll come out. Hansley will check in, Tyrese. So it'll be brother and brother in the backfield for Coffee. Looks like Pat McCall is going to be a running back as well. Going to the far side's Bray Coe along with James Gerard as wideouts. Got a tight end coming in motion, Range Robinson. Hensley has it, runs the option, cuts back inside, drives the legs, and they hit him and pull him down right there about the line of scrimmage for no gain.
This will be the first punt for Coffee tonight if we elect to punt.
Mikhail Smith's coming in, the big Coffee punter that's got the big foot. Boy, he can send it sky high. I'm kind of interested to see how high it can come in this big dome here in Atlanta, the Benz. He'll be standing at about his own 25 when he receives the snap back from Bray Coe, the wide receiver and the coach's son, who's been all over the stadium tonight, making play after play and a touchdown catch that was unbelievable. Creekside's got one guy deep back to receive, McCrary, at the 30-yard line. Good snap. Kick is out. Long driving spiral coming down, hitting at the 30, still rolling, and going to kind of bounce a little bit toward the side. And going to be killed right there by Coffee at about the 31-yard line. Good kick by Mikhail Smith. They're going to call an official timeout for TV, and we'll be right back here in the Mercedes-Benz in downtown Atlanta. 24-7. Coffee is leading it.
All About Souls, 520 South Peterson Avenue. We carry Georgia Boot, Rocky, Carolina, and Chippewas are back in stock. Mike and Extra Tough have you covered from everything from hunting to walking out in the yard. Don't forget about our custom leather belts and our shoe repair. We also have exotic Western boots from Tony Lama, Justin, Dan Post, Cowtown, and Belay. Come by and see us, and go Trojans.
Football season is here, and all of us at First Franklin Financial are so proud of the Coffee High Trojans. May they stay safe, play hard, and win big. At First Franklin Financial, we can help you when you need extra funds. We offer personal loans with payments and terms to fit any budget. Come talk to one of our friendly Franklin folks today. We have 2 locations in Douglas, North Peterson Avenue and Bowens Mill Road. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License E number 5656.
Doubly Glass offers this word of encouragement for all times in your life. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6. Trust Doubly Glass for all of your residential and commercial needs. Auto glass, custom shower doors, mirrors, even storefronts, and so much more. Visit DoublyGlass.com or drop by today for a free Bible or consultation at 708 Bowens Mill Road, Southwest in Douglas. Talk to your glass experts at Doubly Glass, 912-384-5055.
9:31 to go in the game here at the Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta. All the marbles are on the table. The gold trophy. Creekside has got the football after the long punt by Mikhail Smith, and they will get it at their own 31-yard line. Coffee brings that great defense back in once again. They got trips out here to the right side, the quarterback's right. One single receiver way over wide on the far side of the stadium. Coffee's got them covered up man to man. Now they send another receiver. They got 5 receivers out. One quarterback in the backfield right by himself. Barry looking to throw. Hit as he throws it, but the ball got away in time. The ball's downfield, and we had a receiver and a defender run together, and the ball just fell incomplete. Hancock played it beautifully, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. No contact outside of the receiver trying to make a play to come back to get it. But wisely there, Jaden Hancock did a great job not to make contact.
They've gone down to their second tier of receivers. That was Eric Paul, the intended receiver. Now they got 4 nestled out way wide to the left side. Now they're moving one of them back to the right. No running back. They moved Terrell, the running back, over here with that receiver, Paul. So they got 5 receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Barry wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. He throws it. Got a receiver, and Coffee hits him immediately and knocks him down right about the line of scrimmage for no gain. That was their number 1 guy, Shane Kelly. Boy, Coffee had a move on him defensively, didn't he?
Yeah, it took him a while because that ball was so high. He had to climb the ladder and bring it down. And by the time he came down, Coffee was hitting him in the mouth.
3 wide outs to the shallow side of the field, the left. We pick them up 1-on-1. 2 over here to the right. Barry in the shotgun by himself. Here comes the pressure. He throws it across the middle. Got a receiver. He pulls it in up near the 42. very close to a first down. That was that Shane Kelly again, and he got it by maybe a foot. They moved the chain, stopped the clock at 8:42 to go. Getting nail-biting time for all the fans here in the stands. Boy, Coffee County has packed it out here tonight. I'm sure Robert Hines and all the folks at Georgia High School appreciate all them coming in here buying tickets. Creekside's got it again with the 1st and 10. The clock down to 8:22 and running. Trips out here to the right. Berry back to throw. Throws it. That same guy again. And he's going to get hit and knocked out of bounds at about the 47, 48-yard line. On the far side of the stadium, Terrell. That'll bring on about a second down and about 4. A long 4 to be exact. They're moving from right to left, north toward the southwest side of the stadium, northeast to southwest, the way the stadium's laid out here. Berry's in the gun, trying to run and throw, overthrows his receiver. Coffee had great coverage again, and the ball just fell incomplete. Isaiah Johnson, boy, he has come back to shine tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, he sure has, and he really played 2 defenders that time. He was kind of in between the inside and the outside guy. But as soon as that ball was released, he shot to the inside guy and was able to break it up.
8:07 to go. They stopped the clock on the incompletion. Now we got 4 receivers out here and 4 defenders, 1 to the far side. The guy to the far side's that favorite guy they like to go to. Berry's in the gun by himself. He's back to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. And they're scrambling. They almost got him to hit him, and he throws it, but it's incomplete. Tremendous sack by Coffee on the quarterback, but he did get it out.
Yeah, LG Polk, he's almost had a few here tonight.
Brother LG, who leads the team in sacks, 11 on the season. He was right there on the quarterback's rear end. The ball just barely got away. It might have been a pick had he thrown it really good because we had the receiver covered. 8 minutes to go in the game. Same set again. Timeout being called by the Coffee High Trojan coaching staff. 24-7 Coffee leads it. We'll be right back. This break by Family Home.
Looking for a great place to eat before the game? Stop in and see the friendly team, Tidwell, Crystal, and the girls, and you'll leave satisfied every time. We have a drive-thru and lobby open to better serve you. Tidwell's has hamburgers, fried chicken, barbecue sandwich, steak sandwich, and all the trimmings. Tidwell Carter's fried chicken hours are Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're located at 855 Southeast Bowens Mill Road across from Vickers Audio, or call 912-383-0323.
What's going on by the band? It appears the player is tackling the tuba player in the band.
That kid needs some eyeglasses or at least an eye exam with Dr. Mark Moore down at Downtown Vision.
If you need an eye exam or glasses, stop in and see Dr. Mark Moore at Downtown Vision, located at 504 South Peterson Avenue in Douglas, Georgia, or call 912-389-1230.
Back here at the Benz in Atlanta, we got 8 minutes and 1 second on the clock left. This is probably one of the biggest plays of the game, Wade.
This is the biggest play of the game for Coffee's defense. I mean, it goes a long way into sealing this football game if we can come up with a stop here on 4th and 4.
Both ball clubs on their respective benches right now getting final instructions, particularly Creekside. They're going to come out now. The ball is going to be spot just shy of midfield.
I think this Trojan crowd's about to get really, really loud right here.
4th down, let's call it 4.5. 3 receivers out here to the left side. We got 4 defenders on 3 receivers. 1 way over to the far side of the stadium. That's our number 1 receiver, Shane Kelly, the one Berry likes to go to a lot. But all of a sudden, he's got to go to a number 2 receiver. Coffee's defense in a 4-man front. Berry in the gun. Got a man in motion coming back to the near side. He's in the backfield by himself. The pressure's coming. He throws it right across the middle. They got a receiver grabbing it at the 45, and Coffee pulls him down at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, think that was Henderson again. We've seen him make a couple good plays here in this second half.
And that's their second-tier receiver that he's going to.
Yep.
Using his number one guys as decoys. 1st and 10, the clock stopped, and they crank it back up. 7:43 to go in the game. 2 receivers to the far side, 3 to the near side. Berry throws it, got a little comeback pattern, and he's got his man, and he breaks loose on the tackle. He's at the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, end zone. Touchdown on the far side of the stadium by Shane Kelly. Who'd he get away from?
Anthony Paulk.
Anthony had him by the shirt tail, but he pulled away, and he couldn't catch up to catch him.
Yeah, really good move. He used the sideline to his advantage that time. Anthony thought he was going to peel back inside. Instead, he, kind of hugged the sidelines and went all the way for the end zone.
That field goal really big right now that Jonah Saylor kicked. Lines are down. Their kicker going to attempt the extra point. It's up, and it's right through the uprights. Coffee 24, Creekside 14 with 7:30 to go in the game. Timeout for Family Home Center.
Miller Pump and Well Drilling has been in business for over 40 years and is closed at their old location. But if you need anything, just call Justin at 912-384-3209. We install residential, commercial, and irrigation deep wells, and we also service all types of pumps. Miller Pump is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Miller Pump and Well Drilling. Call Justin at 912-384-3209 for all your needs.
Experience exceptional service at McRae's Pharmacy and Broxton Pharmacy, where pharmacists Andrew Holt and Kathy Faribault are dedicated to your health and well-being. Their goal is to make managing your prescriptions effortless with convenient delivery service and complimentary medication packaging. Their friendly team is always available to provide personalized care and address all concerns you may have. They are open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Trust McRae's Pharmacy and Broxton Pharmacy for all your pharmaceutical needs and discover the difference in our hometown service.
High kick coming down to about the 8-yard line. Paulk going to bring it back. Anthony breaks a little seam to the right, cuts back to the left. He's out across the 20 to the 26. And all of a sudden we had unsportsmanlike conduct with no penalty flag. One of the Creekside players was hitting Paulk in the back as he was trying to get up off the ground. They're going to spot the ball at about the 26.5. Coffee's, choice of words now would be to pound and ground it, wouldn't it?
Well, you got to pick up a couple first downs to kind of seal this game. We're sitting at 7:22, so you at least want to take this down to the 3-minute mark if you don't score here.
A call is way out wide to the right side to give it to Brown again. Brown cuts back behind his left guard, driving the big legs out across the 25 to about the 28. They got a couple of 3 yards and a real gutsy run by the Bulldozer.
Wow, Creekside's already electing to take their timeouts.
We had a tackle slow and getting up big Kyler Smith, who laid a great block, the big 300-pounder at 6'2". Timeout by Creekside. Coffee 24, Creekside 14. We'll be right back.
This is Liz Grantham of Douglas National Bank, and I speak for all of our employees when I say we are proud of our ties to Douglas and Coffee County. All of us here share generations of family and friends in this community. These generations have formed us and taught us the importance of hard work, honesty, and most importantly, Trojan pride. As a 1995 graduate of CHS, those standards of excellence run deep within me, and I am proud to serve this community. Douglas National Bank, a proud Trojan supporter. Go Trojans go. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
This is Tyler Harper. It is a privilege to be serving you as Georgia's Agriculture Commissioner. I'm working every day delivering for farmers, producers, and consumers to advance our state's #1 industry. South Georgia is my home, and I'll never forget my roots. And thanks to your support, we're delivering for people all across our great state. I want to wish the football teams, coaches, cheerleaders, and band a successful 2023 season. And remember, if we can ever be helpful, don't hesitate to reach out. God bless and keep plowing. Paid for by Harper for Georgia.
Coffee's got the ball. Second down, about 8 to go. Hansley's going to give it off to Brown. Bulldozer runs over a guy, hit by the second, and he's turning cartwheels on the ground up near the 30-yard line. Good gutsy run again by the Bulldozer Brown.
Yeah, big play here now. I think they've got to put it in Hansley's hands.
Third down, let's call it a 7. Clock down to about 6:53 in running, but there's still a lot of time. Bray Coe is going to check in, one of the outstanding receivers for Coffee. And going way out wide with him is James Gerard, another outstanding junior. Raines Robinson's a blocking back behind left guard. Or check that right guard now. 2 running backs. Hansley has it, gives to Brown. Bulldozer drives the big legs. He's going to be hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 guys stopped him up near the 32.5-yard line. Now Coffee's looking at 4th down. Do they give it to him or kick it away? Wade, what do you think?
You got to punt it in this situation. Absolutely.
Timeout being called by Creekside to save some of the clock. So we'll take a break here and be right back in Atlanta. Coffee leading it 24-14.
Over 20 years ago, Aiden's Minute Markets founded their business and opened their first store right here in this community. A lot has happened in 20 years, and there's been a lot of things that have changed. But one thing that hasn't changed is after all these years, Aiden's Minute Markets are still eager to serve you. Whether it's a cool drink, food, fuel, newspaper, or a cup of coffee, they strive to keep their shelves freshly stocked, their coolers full and cold, and their coffee fresh and hot. With 18 locations to serve Southeast Georgia, you can find one near you. Stop by Aiden's Minute Market today.
At Family Home Center in Douglas, you'll find the latest manufactured home products on the market today from Live Oak Homes. If you haven't been in a new manufactured home in a while, you'll be amazed at what you'll see in a new Live Oak home. We have 2, 3, 4, even 5-bedroom models on display, showcasing the latest floor plans and many popular options. We invite you to stop by where you're treated like family. No high-pressure salespeople here, just our family. At Family Home Center, 1010 Bowens Mill Road Southeast in Douglas, or you can call us at 912-383-0384.
Here's a punt by Mikhail Smith on 4th down. Long, beautiful driving spiral, fair catch being called for by the punt return man, Henderson, and he's going to pull it in at about the 36.5, 37-yard line of Creekside. 6:18, the clock stopped. That's what's remaining here in the ball game. A 10-point deficit for Creekside. So they'd have to score twice to win it and get the extra point as well.
Yeah, and that, like you said earlier, that field goal makes all the difference in the world now.
Their offense a little bit slow in getting out. The Coffee fans really need to kind of get into it and make some noise right now to help this defense. They wouldn't allow us to bring the cans in because it's against Georgia high school policy in the Dome here in Atlanta, but the crowd can make some loud noise with their tongues. Here's a quick throw on the outside, intercepted and dropped. We had a pick 6 on the far side of the stadium by Hancock. He read that thing beautifully, and about the time the ball got there, he took 2 steps behind the receiver and pulled it in, but dropped it. And it falls incomplete. And boy, there's stunned silence on the red side of the stadium over there. The Creekside bench is in awe. 3 receivers out wide again to the left side. Back to throw is Barry, the quarterback, scrambling to his right. Pressure coming. We almost had him. He's back to the 20-yard line. Throws a long bomb. Let's see, can anybody get it? Nope, it's going to be out of bounds at about the 44-yard line of Coffee. They had 3 receivers and defenders all wadded up together over there, 6 right there in about a 2-yard area. Kind of like a Hail Mary, wasn't it?
Yeah, he just kind of threw up a prayer that time. Luckily, it hit the ground for him because Coffee had, like you said, 3 guys around it to make the play.
We only rushed 4 that time. I think we need maybe 4 or 5 extra rushers to get that quarterback uncomfortable because he was looking over his shoulder already. He scrambled all the way back to the 10-yard line, believe it or not. 4 receivers out wide left, 1 over here to the right. Coffee's picked him up in man-to-man coverage. Back to throw, Barry. Pressure coming, throws in the middle, got a guy, caught it, and went down on the knee at the 47-yard line. Just enough for the first down. That was Shane Kelly. Boy, when he has to, he goes to Kelly. We need to put a spy on him, don't we?
Well, they're doing a good job of getting him involved. They're kind of hiding him in all their sets.
He's out there again. There's 3 other receivers with him, 4 to the left side. I don't think I've seen this set all year long. Berry back to throw, looking left, still looking left. Pressure coming. They almost held a Coffee defender, and Berry's going to run it out of bounds at the 50-yard line. He got a couple on his little scramble, but nobody was open.
Their second leading receiver coming in, Vickerson, he's hobbling really bad. He was manned up one-on-one with Anthony Polk, and he barely got off the line there. So they're down a receiver.
Walking very slowly back upfield is Shane Kelly, their number one guy. Now you're going to bring him all the way across the field, make him run 50 yards before he even sets. And he's already tired as it is. 4 receivers here to the right, 1 to the left again. Coffee's in a 3-man rush. We blitz at the last second, and a quarterback runs out of the grasp of a Coffee defender and gets very close to the first down, but I don't think he made it. His knees hit and he slid, as most quarterbacks do these days.
Yep.
But it's a little bit shy, about a yard. So now the biggest play of the night's coming up.
Yeah, and they've got to go fast, too. They don't have the luxury of taking a lot of time off the clock, because a couple first downs for Coffee if they get it back, and this game's over.
5 minutes left on the clock. They send Kelly back over as a slot man to the left side. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Quarterback in the backfield right by his lonesome. Coffee in a 3-man rush. Berry, the quarterback, goes back to throw it, scrambling, trying to run. Coffee hits him as he throws it, and it's incomplete. Great coverage downfield by Coffee. As they had that sub receiver they've been going to, Henderson, and he was covered up by Anthony Polk. 19 on 19, number-wise.
Yeah, and he was lucky again that wasn't intercepted. I believe it was Simpkins actually in coverage. It hit Simpkins actually in the hands.
4th and 1. This is the biggest play of the game with 4:42 to go. Coffee leading it by 10. Berry's in the gun, but he's got a running back there with him. Maybe a trick play. Hard snap, gives it off to Terrell, and Terrell is going to be hit. Did he make it? I think he just got there by a half foot. They'll stop the clock, and move the chain on the far side of the stadium.
He just did get it, too. That second effort got it for him.
4:35, the clock running like a racehorse. Creekside's in a hurry up. 3 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left again. Coffee's got a 3-man rush coming against 5 blockers. Kier throws it, overthrows his intended receiver, Terrell, coming out of the backfield on a little slot formation. And the ball is going to be incomplete and brings on second down and 10. Incompletion stops the clock, too, at 4:19, which is a lot of time left on that clock for an offense like this.
Yeah, none of them look to really know the play there. That's why I don't understand why it took them so long. If you're just going to throw it out of bounds, get up there and snap it and pretty much, throw it out of bounds.
5 receivers out again. Got a man in motion coming to the near side. Terrell, one of their running backs. Berry's looking. He's sacked from behind. Great rush by Coffee. We finally blitzed at the last second and got him. And guess who it was, folks? Senior Lorenzo Harvey. Boy, his granddaddy'd be proud of him. Back to the 50-yard line. The big sack by Harvey puts him in a hole. It's going to be 3rd down and a country mile. 4 receivers out wide right again for Creekside. 1 to the left. That favorite guy, Kelly. Berry back to throw, looking for Kelly. Hit again, and the ball comes out, almost picked off, but going down on the knee. Let's see, did they call it a catch or not?
Yeah, he got it, but there is a flag in the backfield.
May have been holding from what I saw, because I saw a jersey come away from the skin.
And that was LG Polk in hot pursuit that time.
That's exactly what it is. Wow, big call in favor of Coffee.
It's going to be 3rd and 27.
Coach Mike Coe is out on the field talking with one of the linesmen. That's going to be a long, long penalty against Creekside. They're going in reverse.
I think they're going to decline. It's going to be 4th and about 10, it looks like. It's either 3rd and 27 or 4th and 10. That's the decision being made.
3rd down, probably about, 17 or 18, wouldn't it?
Yep. Well, that was before they marked off the 10-yard penalty. Now they will.
Ooh, it's going to be even longer now. They'll spot the ball at the Creekside 40-yard line. They've got to get to Coffee's 31.5 to get a first down. And believe it or not, folks, it's third down. And about as far as it is from Atlanta to Douglas, they got to go. Wow. 5 receivers out. They bring a running back in to the left side of the quarterback. And that's going to be Terrell. And a quick timeout is being called down on the field. We've got 3:31 to go. Coffee leading at 24-14. We'll be right back.
Football season is here, and all of us at First Franklin Financial are so proud of the Coffee High Trojans. May they stay safe, play hard, and win big. At First Franklin Financial, we can help you when you need extra funds. We offer personal loans with payments and terms to fit any budget. Come talk to one of our friendly Franklin folks today. We have 2 locations in Douglas, North Peterson Avenue and Bowens Mill Road. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License E number 5656.
This is Liz Grantham of Douglas National Bank, and I speak for all of our employees when I say we are proud of our ties to Douglas and Coffee County. All of us here share generations of family and friends in this community. These generations have formed us and taught us the importance of hard work, honesty, and most importantly, Trojan pride. As a 1995 graduate of CHS, those standards of excellence run deep within me, and I am proud to serve this community. Douglas National Bank, a proud Trojan supporter. Go Trojans go. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
4 receivers out, running back goes in motion. Berry back to throw. And going to be sacked way back behind the 35-yard line by the Coffee Trojan defense. I'm telling you what, folks, he came in late in the season, but he's become a star. Iverson Gifford, the nose guard, sacked the quarterback. Oh, the play of the year.
Yeah, and we only sent 3 that time, but Iverson Gifford just relentless in his pursuit. Probably the smallest guy on that defensive line, but he just made the biggest play of the year for the Coffee Trojans.
He may be 5'6", but he's walking like he's 7'10". Iverson Gifford with the biggest play of the game. Creekside going to go for it on 4th down. They got a guy coming in late. That's our running back who had gone out of the ball game, Terrell. Berry back to throw, pressure coming. He's going to try to throw it upfield. We almost picked it off. We did pick it off. Down the far sideline with a beautiful pick is going to be Hancock. Jaden Hancock, a pick. And Coffee will solidify the victory here if they can hold on to it. But the Trojans have got a player down on the far side of the stadium. Looked like our buddy Isaiah Johnson.
I think you're right.
Timeout on the field while they attend the injured player, but Coffee's got the ball back. 24-10 the score. We're in the final 2.5 minutes, and we'll take a quick timeout for Family Home Center.
CH Farm and Meats takes this time to say congratulations to the 2023 Coffee Trojans football team for making it to the state championship game in Atlanta. You have worked hard all season, both in the classroom and on the field. You have made it to the place that so many more haven't, and you deserve it. Good luck, Trojans, from CH Farm and Meats. Bring home that state championship.
Coffee Trojan football is
ball back as we start the final 2.5 minutes of play here in the championship game. And Coffee's out front by 10 points. Hensley has come in. Fred Brown, the running back, way out wide to the far side is Coe. They give it to Bulldozer Brown. He's hitting the backfield, spun around, and going to be knocked down at about the 37-yard line of Creekside. Timeout being called by Creekside, trying to preserve some of the clock. They want to try to get it back. So a quick timeout on the field again. Coffee leading it 24-14 by 10. We'll be right back for Family Home Center.
Football season is here, and all of us at First Franklin Financial are so proud of the Coffee High Trojans. May they stay safe, play hard, and win big. At First Franklin Financial, we can help you when you need extra funds. We offer personal loans with payments and terms to fit any budget. Come talk to one of our friendly Franklin folks today. We have 2 locations in Douglas, North Peterson Avenue and Bowens Mill Road. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License Jackson E, number 5656.
Back here at the Benz in Atlanta, Coffee leading it by 10 in the state championship game. We've been here before. You know, we got down in the last few seconds of the ball game, so it hit the goal post. We're hoping and praying it'll be a different outcome here tonight. Coffee's got two receivers out, one to the near side in Patrick McCall and Bray Coe to the far side. They give to Fred Brown. He's hitting the backfield, but he pulls away, beats another tackle, runs over another guy at the 10, the 15, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds down around the 5-yard line.
That's it.
That's a first down to give Coffee a chance to take a knee, Wade, don't you think?
That's it. I mean, how much does this mean to you, to this community, to everybody in Coffee County? I mean, you've been around this for 58 plus years doing the games. What does it mean to you? What are you feeling in this moment?
I guess one of the greatest moments of my life. I said I'd never come to a Dome or a Benz or a Turner Field unless the Trojans brought me. They brought me here tonight, and hopefully we're going to leave here happy. They're in the gun again. They give to Fred. Fred cuts it outside, trying to drag a guy with him back around the 7-yard line. He loses a couple of yards. But it doesn't really matter from here because the clock's down to 2 minutes.
And it's a 40-second play clock, so this will run well down inside probably a minute and 30 seconds.
Coach Mike Coe, Coach Berger, offensive coordinators, calling a great game here tonight. The players are tuned in, looking at the bench as they're signaling the play in by hand signal. Coffee is in no hurry. The clock is down to a minute and 39 seconds and running. Way out wide to the right side is Patrick McCall. Hensley is in the gun. Fred Brown, the running back, to give to him. Fred goes right up the middle of the field, hits behind left guard. The big pile's pushing him. They get him down around the 6 or 7 yard line, and the whistle blows to stop the action. And the clock's down to 1:19. And they stopped it for some unknown reason.
Well, they stopped the play clock. They stopped it because Ruiz's helmet came off. It's about to start back up.
Ruiz, the center, has had to come out. That means that Jaden Vester will come in to be the snapper for Coffee. The down mark on the far side shows third down and about 7 yards to go to the end zone. Now the clock's cranked back up. We're down to 1 minute. 1 minute left in the game. Coffee leading it by 10. Bulldozer Brown, the running back, they're going to give it to him. He hits behind his right guard. They grab him by one leg. Another guy grabs him by the other leg, and then another guy grabs him by the shoulder, and they kill the action down around the 5.5 yard line. But that's probably going to be it, folks. The clock's down to 40 seconds. And Coffee's got a fourth down, so they can literally run another play if they want to. The crowd on the near side in the all white. The white shakers, the white jerseys they printed this week, they are going crazy right now.
Yeah, there's going to be about a 10-second difference, so I think definitely Coffee's going to line up and just run Fred Brown one more time.
Game clock down to 13, 12, 11, 10. They stopped the clock at 10 seconds left in the game. Coffee may have called a timeout to kill the clock rather than taking a penalty. Timeout on the field. Coffee 24, Creekside 14. 1 play left. We'll be right back.
Doubly Glass offers this word of encouragement for all times in your life. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6. Trust Doubly Glass for all of your residential and commercial needs. Auto glass, custom shower doors, mirrors, even storefronts, and so much more. Visit DoublyGlass.com or drop by today for a free Bible or consultation at 708 Bowens Mill Road, Southwest in Douglas. Talk to your glass experts at Doubly Glass, 912-384-5055.
Back here at the Benz in Atlanta. Coffee, one last play of the game on fourth down. The clock down to 10 seconds. They line up in the backfield with two running backs. Pat McCall, Bulldozer Brown. Hensley takes the snap, pulls it back. Hensley at the 5, the 4. Touchdown, Maurice Hensley in a surprise, beautiful call by Coach Berger. And a Coffee touchdown. I'm going to have to buy a burger or a steak.
This is just
I
awesome.
love it. Like Coach Coe said, you get them down, you pop them in the mouth one more time. We know how it feels because they did it to us 2 or 3 years ago up at Creekside.
Yep. Revenge is always better at the bends.
Jonah Saylor didn't know if he'd get another chance or not, but the great kicker for Coffee will get one. 3 seconds remain. Bray Cole will set it on the tee. The kick is up. The kick is perfect. 3 seconds left in the game. Coffee 31, Creekside 14. Timeout for Family Home Center.
Looking for a great place to eat before the game? Stop in and see the friendly team, Tidwell, Crystal, and the girls, and you'll leave satisfied every time. We have a drive-thru and lobby open to better serve you. Tidwell's has hamburgers, fried chicken, barbecue sandwich, steak sandwich, and all the trimmings. Tidwell Carter's fried chicken hours are Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're located at 855 Southeast Bowens Mill Road across from Vickers Audio, or call 912-383-0323.
Back at the Benz in Atlanta. 3 seconds left. James Gerard, the junior kickoff specialist, will get his last kick of the 2023 football season. Creekside's got 2 guys with a lot of speed back. Right down near the middle at the 5-yard line is McCrary, and Terrell is over on the far side around the 10-yard marker up near the 8-yard line. They're getting 2 players, now 3 players coming on late. They only had 8 players on the field, Creekside. Coffee fans are up, loud, and about. Here's the final kick of the game for Family Home Center. Gerard boots it. High driving kick down to the 11-yard line. McCrary going to try to bring it back. Tries to go outside, can't. Coffee knocks him down, and he's on the ground at about the 25-yard line, and it's all over with, folks. There's going to be a lot of destruction tonight in Nichols, Broxton, Ambrose, and the city of Douglas as the Coffee High Trojans have won the state championship in 5A and remain undefeated. They're 15-0. I've waited a long time for this. I can't believe it's happened. They're going to exchange handshakes out at midfield between the 2 ball clubs. Big Coffee band rocking and roaring here in the end zone. The Coffee cheerleaders out congratulating the players. A lot of hugs down there from the coaches, hugging the players because they have worked hard for this. Wade, your thoughts?
It's just awesome, to see this community come together behind these kids and how hard they've worked to get to this point. And in just year 2 under Coach Coe, we find ourselves playing in the Dome, and for them to go out and finish it off this way against a really good Creekside team, it's just awesome.
I tell you can't say enough about Coach Coe and his coaching staff, but, the entire community. The mamas and daddies giving their sons to come out, all year round and work out with weights, jog, run. They do track as well, making them faster, but it's a community effort here, and the Coffee High Trojans have won this for Coffee County. Leslie Byron Smith is down on the field trying to get a hold of Coach Coe, and I imagine he's going to be really, really celebrating right now as he's down on the field, as the players are gathering down toward the south end where the big trophy stage is.
Gene, Coach Cole is with national television. We'll get him in just a moment, but I got Tyreek Edwards here, safety for Coffee. Hey, man, outstanding. What's your feeling right now?
We're feeling good. We're feeling good. All the hard work we put in, man, it just came together. 15-0. I love these guys, man. I love them.
What does this mean? What are you feeling right now?
Excitement. Just, I take it in, man. A great feeling, though.
What did it mean to see all these people from Coffee County who's still here to see you guys come out here and play today?
Oh, that mean a lot. They drove. It was like 3-4 hours. They came out here. It's a bunch of them. It just mean a lot. We love them, man. We love Coffee County.
In that second half, they got a little close there, What was going through you guys' mind whenever they pulled it within a couple of scores?
Nothing really. We just had to make some adjustments. We always went by bend but don't break, and we just had to come together.